be able to read that.
All right.
We have fun here.
Yeah. All right, I clicked it. Let's see if it works.
Let's see if it's a thing.
There it goes. Okay, I think we're on.
Did we make it?
Pretty
Are we
sure.
here? Hey, we're only 60 seconds later if we're live now. I'm happy with it.
And I clicked it at 7:30.
I see it says live for me. What is going on, internet? Welcome to OnlyCops. The whole band is here. Bill has paid bail. We've made bail.
Oh, I'm leaving, actually.
Juan is going to go caffeinate himself. I want to thank specifically Daniel for spelling dyslexic correctly for me so I can read it. I also want to answer, who was it that had this question? Somebody asked me about the 1911. It's a Smith & Wesson 1911. It's their railed model. It's pretty awesome. I love that thing. Tyler Stevens, it's good to see you. St. George here trolling me about axons. Brian is here. Bro, I haven't seen Brian in a minute. Sarah is here, I think in spirit. I think she's just going to be in the comment section today. Alex, he said, hey guys, new to the channel. Was just curious. Do you have a public Discord server or is it private? It is private. You can join it by joining our Discord or our Patreon group. It is as little as $1 a month, and you can go be part of that shenanigans. Daniel, we're going to talk about the egg corn incident. Blank corn shots. I do appreciate your name this week.
Oh man,
yeah, that'll be a. Daniel said Motorola matters. What the? Let me see who else is here. Emu is here. He said, "Good thing Josh is late." Why did I get late? I was literally in the voice channel. I guess so was Juan for a while. It's not Bill's fault. He's by far the most punctual here. He's got that European punctuality. Badge Bunny, it's good to see
Did you just call me white?
What? You're like the fun kind, because you're the like IRA. Well, you're Irish, right?
100%. Not 100% Irish, but yes.
he said 100%. I come from a line of xenophobic motherfuckers. Irish.
He's like, I'm manifesto Irish.
They are the last strain of like really, really metal European people. There's like the Vikings that were there. It's like all the pagan like Germanic tribes.
Yeah, I don't really have any Viking region in me.
Bro,
It's just
the
European
Irish.
Mexican is what it is.
I buy that.
Yeah.
I buy that, bro.
Make
I'm
them
just
build all
saying.
the stuff, you know.
I'm just saying, like the Irish have the reputation they have for a reason. There's some metal dudes. Christian Halsey, thank you for monetizing the often unmonetizable stream. Christy is here. Chris Kaufman, the purveyor of the best ROE on the planet, is here, and Sweeper is here.
I'm alive.
The Lazy Gamer made it, and Snack, or as he's here, the whole meal. Is that what we made? The whole meal.
Yep.
He's our current bonsai champion. If you want to know what that is, you have to go look it up. So, Millennial Cop also. Wow, he put the pineapple in there. I don't like that. I know what that means. I don't appreciate it. Anyways, Michael Hogg. Everybody, how you doing tonight? Welcome to the stream. We are going to be covering Bodycam breakdown as we do every Thursday at 7:30-ish Central Standard Time, pending on punctuality. We are joined by Bill at his rightful place at the top of the stack, per his Irish lineage. He has fought his way to there, and no one will take him down. The meat between our buns is producer Juan, who is currently the internet holder, so we're trusting his internet and clearly not mine. And then off screen, you can't see him, but he is here with a like mafioso hand on our shoulder. Is Keith, or as we call him, Dad. He is here to keep us squared away. He has more law enforcement experience in his big finger than I do in the rest of my body, so he doesn't have any little fingers. The Lazy Gamer. Thank you for the super chat. Is it just a hi, or is it just HI? I need to know.
It's just HI.
Okay.
I think it's high.
Hi. Here.
It's an excited high.
Hello.
There you go.
Popped out.
Wow.
I, like clipped out my mic.
Hey, do we think Michael Hogg is related to David Hogg?
I don't know.
Yes.
Probably not.
Good question.
I disparage that guy on Twitter periodically because of my job. So
That's the only reason I'm
probably-
asking.
That is
I'm
your
probably on
entire
a
job.
watch list. It is my job. I'm a propagandist in
literally
my
all
free
you do.
time. Literally, that's my whole job. I get that. That's what pays my bills. Anyways, for everybody else, we're going to be getting into this. There will be an after party for those of you that care. For the longtime subscribers of this, thank you for getting us to 8,300 plus. We are on our march to 10,000 for this year. And then we will be trying to do some filming now that life has slowed down post SHOT Show and all that. And then we're going to try not to keep Bill up to date.
I was gonna say, you good, Bill?
Well, I'm
Hey,
not
I
running.
woke up.
I'm not running the stream, so I can leave whenever.
That's true.
He goes, I can do whatever.
Fall on
I-
sleep like SWAT
I
used
have I have been awake since 7:30. Be proud of me.
I'm very proud.
That's
I'll
early.
pull a SWAT and just.
Just completely fall asleep. He's gonna just sober fall asleep.
Slam my mic.
Josh, you need to get a new mic after that. I probably do. I just like mouthed the hell out of my microphone.
to. Seriously, dude.
Ironically, I have an uncle with the same name, but it's not that David Hogg. It's pronounced Hogue.
Hogue.
Oh,
I wonder
good.
if Michael's name is Hogue.
Danielson, man.
Calm down, Daniel.
Shut up, brown boy. Get to your video. Anyways, this is law enforcement stuff. It's going to be violent. I apologize for the people on the internet. We're just trying to have an educational discussion on how you can more safely try to navigate these things so both police officers and individuals that they're interacting with get hurt less. This is not an attempt to Monday morning quarterback. This is an attempt to educate. RIP, put a baby Jesus in the chat. Let's get into this first bit of spicy meatballs. It is the thumbnail thing. Thank you, Juan, for that spicy thumbnail.
This is an extra spicy one. We're gonna start it off.
I wonder if this was like was this like a domestic or a car theft?
So, okay, so context on this is this dude was accused of stealing his girlfriend's car. They got there, they put him in cuffs, they put him in the back of the patrol car, and then this dude's gonna just go walking back towards the patrol car while the other officer is still talking to everybody, I believe, over here. And so here we
Victim or
go.
witness, probably.
Yeah, probably would. This might be girlfriend for all I know.
Bunch of condos or something here. Mm-hmm. They're kind of nice condos. They got like a garage and
I feel like they're like townhome type things,
Yeah.
right?
also nice cars around it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm for my beautiful search term.
Pull them out and do a search again. It means you didn't do a good enough search the first time.
I guess
I'm
that's
guessing
why
this
it's
is the
this.
tree where the felonious squirrel is.
Yes, so this is
Well,
the shooter tree right here. That is,
It's so
you
mean.
can see if you look at its waistband right around here,
Felonious
it's
squirrel.
concealing some
So-
stuff.
He's already worried that he might have a gun since he's gonna pull him out and search him again.
Yeah, that's my
Yes.
guess.
So he amped himself up.
Also, shout out to these Durangos.
I don't even hear it.
I didn't even hear the ding. Golly, dude.
I'm hit.
Yeah, that was the other thing I don't
Yeah.
This
understand.
is a ricochet.
I could see. I really. It sounds more to me like I don't want to call it hysteria, but it's like a. You remember when we would deal with people that were like a very acute stress? So you would see this happen with like people that were like we NED'd most of these people, right? But there's a certain cadence in where like their brain never really catches up to their mouth, and they'll like half say a bunch of stuff. All of it's very, very loud, and all of it's very like fragmented. You won't get out more than 2 or 3 words. I'm not a psychologist. However, it was real common to see this with people that were having like they would catch their spouse cheating on them, or they would get into their first car accident of their life, or whatever it was. And you just watch just like the mental process just completely cease. Like it's very, very odd. Man, and this one. it could have been a watermelon that hit the roof of that car. And it's just, I don't know, man. Based on this bracelet, I'm assuming this guy's a veteran. Um, there is something to be said about PTSD. That's definitely a thing. I know a lot of guys that have gotten treatment for this type of stuff, especially if you've seen, like, you get some of these guys that are coming from Fallujah or Iraq or whatever it is. And like, these are bad.
Or Chicago or something like that.
Or Chicago, right? But like you get that there's a conversation to be had about mental health in this instance. The problem is, and what I won't apologize for with this guy is that it's still a judgment thing. Like, your value as a police officer is your ability to have good judgment. Because even I would say even, and Bill can attest to this, and I can attest to this in seeing. But I've seen Bill get his version of 10 out of 10 pissed off, and still have the logic part of his brain. What can I legally do here? Now, don't get me wrong. Did you sit there and be like, man, I really hope this guy fights me? Like,
Oh, 100%.
like that's a very human reaction, but it's, I really hope this guy fights me, not let me go this guy into fighting me, or let me try to leverage some sort of thing that's just simply not there. And even on the fear side, like, I've had to change my fucking undies more than once on a call because I've been startled or scared by something, or again, it's your 15th time going to an emergency call and you've had people get hurt, or the radio traffic's really bad, or whatever.
I mean, also, every New Year's Eve,
dude,
it sounded like, let's not disparage any region of the world here, but it sounded like some places that deal with a lot of gunfire all the time.
Yeah.
And I never just randomly shot at a car.
That's kind of what I'm getting at. And even, and there's a bigger conversation too. Like, let's say I do know, there were plenty of times where we heard what we knew was real gunfire, right?
Yeah.
I can't,
Not far away from us.
Yeah, I can't indiscriminately shoot at that area, right? I still have to make a visual confirmation that this is a deadly threat that requires deadly force right then and there. Even on drawing. In this instance, like I said, judgment's going to be everything in that. And like, you just can't, it's an unrealistic standard to have, but it's the one that's necessary for this job. I don't believe in qualified immunity unless you have people that have good judgment and are going to be held to that standard of good judgment.
Yeah.
It's there to allow them to utilize that judgment to go make hard calls for, society. I get that. But like, man, he did not hit anybody. Nobody was injured in this, apparently, except for this guy's pride.
Yeah. Incredibly lucky.
But yeah.
I like how his finger's still on the trigger, too.
Dude, I think he's fully locked in. Like, he believes he's in a life or death situation. Yeah. Mm-hmm. We saw this. This happened to a guy. He was a deputy. EMS had to disarm him. I vividly remember this was, I think we covered this like 2 years ago. It's an old video, but they get into an altercation with somebody. They're like in a field.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah, he shoots the guy 2 or 3 times, and then he totally, like, he starts making like animalistic yelling.
Yeah.
And EMS disarms him. EMS holds lethal cover. I think he might have even had a lethal threat at that time.
Because wasn't he by himself with EMS?
Yep.
There wasn't another cop there, right?
Yeah, no, he was there by himself.
And they were standing in like the middle of a field.
Yeah. So
yeah, that was
basically like it can happen. I'm not saying like if this is a normal stress response for normal people. This is why I think stress inoculation training is important. And I mean, like, really you have to be a super asshole to rookie cops to get them to experience that level of stress, because you want to see what their reaction's going to be. Because if it's this, again, imagine if he, I don't know, again, had better marksmanship fundamentals. You got a dead guy in the back of that, car. Or worse, he has worse marksmanship fundamentals, and instead of sending them into this car, he's sending them in a condo complex. He's sending them into people's houses.
Yeah, I mean, also that other officer was not really out of his line of fire.
Yeah, like you're one bad trigger pull away from skipping that off the pavement into somebody's shin.
Yeah.
So, sponsored by Hollis. I did not read the comments, but I'm trying to see it.
After the video, we'll read the comments. There's a lot in there you probably shouldn't read while we're talking about this. But yeah, here's a little bit. There's a little more to this.
also say this. Let's say this was a real, like, life or death situation, right? I think you got to stay in that fight, man. Bro, there's other
Yeah, but-
officers that show up. They have no
No,
idea what's going
he
on.
thinks he's shot.
That makes sense,
They were
yeah.
yelling shots fired over the radio. You could kind
Yeah,
of
he said, "I'm hit."
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
gonna
the other
get
officer
a
called it
pretty.
in as shots fired. I
Yeah,
don't think
you're
he
gonna
called
get-
it in as shots fired, but I'm not sure.
I think he yelled shots fired and then
think he
started
did.
shooting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if he actually.
But I
said
don't
it
think
to
he
the
got
radio.
on the radio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was the other.
Dude,
But he thinks
Yeah.
he's hit. That's why he's
God,
getting
dude,
away.
This just shows like how 911 calls have caused this kind of police response, right? Like you've
Yeah.
no confirmation of what's
Look at-
going on. And
look at swatting.
yeah. Or you just don't know what you're walking into, so
Yeah.
you show up prepared for the worst. They end up like checking on this dude. I'm just curious to see the guy down there just finding Jesus in the back of a patrol car.
Bro, could you imagine?
Dude.
I'm guessing the back of the seat. You know how ours had that metal box?
Oh, I
in the
think about
back?
that.
A divider.
That's
yeah.
probably what saved his life.
Probably. Yeah, because 9mm, what a lot of people won't, like, doesn't do a great job of penetrating a ton. I mean,
Yeah, and it would
especially
have to
from a
go
hollow
through.
point.
It'd have to
Like,
go
the back,
through.
probably some equipment that's going to
gate,
be in the back. And then the
equipment.
gate. Yeah.
Plus, if it looked like the back of one of our cars, it was full of shit.
Yeah. You're lucky you got to have 30 inches worth of penetration before you're actually hitting
Yeah.
a person.
Yeah.
Play it real quick. I'm just curious to see what the response was. Yeah, they're backing up. They have no idea. I would be freaked out too. Imagine you have what you believe is a downed officer and you have no clue where.
Is this the backup officer?
Yeah, so this is the backup officer's
think so.
camera, I believe.
Oh, yeah. Let's see this.
Or something.
This, I think, was a sergeant, right? Yeah. What?
Yeah, she didn't hear shit. He's just.
Yeah, she was like, all right. I
Bro,
guess
that-
we're gunfight. Yeah.
That crossfire. Holy shit.
I will give her this, like, because she's having to, her brain's having to play catch up.
Yeah, she was like,
hasn't
what?
even, she hasn't
What'd
even
you
let
say?
down her paperwork, but she's in it. She's moving, and she's also concerned about her officers being in the backstop, right? Like,
Yeah.
for being like she's got to be almost completely relaxed at this point. You have somebody in custody. You don't have outstanding subjects. You're doing fucking paperwork.
Yeah.
To turn it on and to have the presence of mind to let's say she was getting shot at. There's a lot of drills. They'll talk about dropping stuff in your hands. I get that. It didn't affect. I mean, thankfully it affected her marksmanship here, fortunately. You know?
But also, imagine
Yeah.
standing there, not hearing a gunshot, and then hearing
Oh, dude. Yeah.
the other officer start yelling shots fired.
Dude. Yeah. That's wild. Good on her for like getting off the X, moving.
'Cause even
shielding
if it-
them. Yeah.
Even if he had a suppressed pistol,
You're
you're
hearing
gonna hear
something.
it.
Yeah, you're gonna hear something.
Yeah, it's not that quiet.
No.
Yeah, so she actually kind of crushed it here as far as at least creating what semblance of safety she can have. She's checking on the other officer. She's
Yeah.
trying to get off the X, and then I do like though that she also was like, "Hey, y'all get." She didn't stand there and try to move him inside. She's like, "Hey, if there's a deadly threat, I got to address it."
Yeah.
But she's like, "You get inside." She's checking on her partner. She's trying to stay engaged. That's pretty. I mean, she's at least in it, right? Which is better than some of the shit that we've seen. But yeah, that's I don't think it's fair, and it's going to be reasonable. You are hearing gunfire. You do see an officer engaged in a gunfight, what you believe to be a gunfight. You have no idea which way those rounds are going. It's also not unprecedented that somebody concealed, especially if he said, I'm going to go research the guy.
Yeah.
He goes to research the guy and a gunfight breaks out. Like, it's not unreasonable for her standpoint, but let's say that person died. It's going to be a real weird conversation on the back end. I don't want to put police officers in a situation where they feel like they have to second guess it. If you're hearing gunfire, like, what are you going to do? You know, just know what you're aiming at. And I guess, I don't know, be right with Jesus.
43, give me traffic. Shots fired. Shots fired. I got a deputy down.
Great radio traffic. What an animal. She finally, I don't need this paperwork. Great cover, too, dude. This is solid.
McLaren, we're off of McLaren. Shots fired. I got a deputy
Dude.
down.
And
Jesse,
orientation.
how are you?
Hell yeah.
So we'll give her an A+ and him an F-.
Dude, I don't even grade that, dude.
Yeah.
I don't think it was fair for recruiting to put him in that situation unless this is a very acute situation.
Also, I love how the ex-girlfriend is screaming.
She's screaming.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
what do you expect?
Yeah. Yeah, good on her. I mean, like I said, you're going to deal with the short stick that you've been given, right? And sometimes it's just a short fucking stick. But yeah, dude, there's part of that's going to be recruiting, and I think some people just aren't made for it. Like I know, and I've said this multiple times. I wasn't born to do policing. I had to learn like the violence / control side of it. I'm a very bubblegummy kind of human being. Um,
Bubble gummy.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
dude. Yeah, I own cats,
Interesting.
dog. Like
I mean, I
I'm
know. Yeah.
He's made of
in
cotton
my
candy.
in my natural habitat, I was a relatively soft person prior to having to learn that side of the job, and I'll be the first to admit that. I worked with and was trained by cops that I swear were born to do it, and I had to learn that. And now I understand it, and I lived in that world, and now my brain's weird for the rest of forever. But like it's a different culture, and I think that your stress response, it's not like a courage thing. I don't want to say it's that because I'm not trying to say that this guy's not courageous, but like brain chemistry does play a part in this. Your fight or flight reaction, all of that stuff plays a part in how you react to that set.
Well,
And
and
unfortunately,
would you say there's? I mean, so what? If you were recruiting this guy, right? Let's say you have some concerns, just because. Let's say you're not trying to be like, well, we're not going to hire veterans or anything like that, right? Obviously,
sure. No,
But
no, no.
let's say, okay, you can tell from his record that he's been in some rough shit. How do you, like, one recruit for that? Then how do you like train that out in the academy?
So I don't think it's so much, and this is purely subjective. This is me just talking about it out loud. But I think a lot of people, I think they should put less emphasis on like polygraph tests and stuff like that, and they should really go through the time and do stress testing for this type of stuff. I really thought it was incredibly. We had fight sims that I thought were really, really valuable. And it sucked because like you realized like there's no way that recruit got the same fight sim I did.
Oh yeah, 100%.
But their idea was I'm going to push you to 150% of what I think you can handle, right? Like I'm going to wait till you're tired. I'm going to wait till you're whatever. And I'm going to give you as much aggression as I think you can safely handle. And the whole idea is they kind of hold somebody underwater for a little bit and you kind of see a lot about their reaction to that.
We also did a lot of sim round training.
Dude, getting like just murdered 100 times.
Well, that's
yeah,
that's as close as you're gonna get to having a gun pulled on you in a
yeah.
safe setting.
And like learning how to stay in it. I think learning because you can simulate most of it, and I think that field training is part of that. Like those are those training wheels. It's kind of what it's there for. It is to try to put you that's the last kind of straw that you have in those scenarios. But you have to force work. I think a lot of I'm not saying it because we don't know anything about this officer's history. Right. But I think that if they spent more time investing in that aspect of the job, you would suss out a lot more of their. And I think it really should be a zero tolerance policy with a lot of that stuff. If you're showcasing, I had a classmate that's straight up, and they're still working out there, completely lost it during OC. Their OC exposure, like, hit 2 or 3 of our classmates that had to, like, literally physically fight him because of how poor his reaction to stress was. And we all got the same exposure. It affects us a little differently, but ultimately, like, it was a miserable 45 minutes of your life, right? But like
But it's not like
how you respond to that adversity says a lot about how your brain's hardwired or how well developed your coping mechanisms are for that type of stress and pain. It's going to be painful. It's going to be uncomfortable. It's going to look shitty, on the outside looking in. But I mean, they're relying on you to perform in those. I think that's why boot camp is designed the way that it is. You can look at like SEAL training. I really like a lot of the mindset discussions. You see it a lot now. It's starting to echo into like fitness and stuff like that. Not to get into like a stoic mindset monologue here, but like if I'm gonna be asked to go do hard things, like again, work an 18-hour day and then maybe getting a shooting, like those are things that you need to start thinking of. You still want the empathetic side of that officer. You still want the education, but ultimately, like that's the worst case scenario in the job. But I think it's the most critical thing that they don't really have good training for. And maybe part of it's psychologists looking into, well, how do I stress that out more, or how do I learn more about that individual to figure that out? But I think it's the only way you really avoid that stuff.
Cool.
Daniel complained about getting a seat.
Well, this one
Cadet, what's going on?
less, intense.
Claims Viagra. What?
Completely honest with you, you're about 2 seconds of being hooked back up, but I see that little capsule that we just had is in a package.
Yeah.
All right, Brandon, I'm going to have you step out of the vehicle here. You are going to be under arrest for just the suspended.
Suspended?
Yeah.
I cleared that up with the court. I sent my paperwork in, and they,
Not yet.
it's still suspended.
It's
Really?
still suspended. It's not a bookable offense, but I got to take you into custody. I'm going to put you in the back, finish the paperwork, and we'll be all set.
Okay.
All right. You want to just put your keys in the car and then put your hands against the car there? What do we got here?
Oh, it's durable supplement.
You see a durable supplement? Herbal supplement?
It's the yeah.
You mean wheat?
Just from the store, the gas station store. So.
All right. Okay, I'm gonna have you step back into my car.
It's a weird little container.
Yeah, it is.
Those kind of look like those gas station pills. You know what that looks like?
What's that?
Like the container.
Tiger blood.
What do you think?
Yeah, tiger blood or whatever, manta ray venom or whatever that one is.
There's nothing. It's all stuck. I didn't see anything flopping around.
There we go. At the bottom.
Test it. Shout out to gloves.
Gloves are
Get
awesome.
my car on the J
Okay.
real quick.
You got a
Boy,
nick test on
you're the
you?
worst. You hire more squirrels.
Yeah, I'll have
It's
this.
true.
Yeah.
Oh, it looks too powdery.
Get the little squirrel
I
from
know.
Ice
It
Age.
looks more like a
Like a heroin.
or a cocaine.
Test it. Don't guess.
Alright,
Test
let's-
it.
OnlyCops one.
Yeah, let's see if he's got one.
They don't have test kits.
Oh,
Losers.
What?
Just
Hey,
That's an interesting conundrum. If you don't have a test kit, do you seize it?
Alright, I want you to
And
be
just-
straight with me.
just
Not
it's,
charge
it's
it?
a herbal supplement from the gas
There you
station.
go. Like
Called it.
You can smell it. I mean, it's just. It's
I'm not gonna.
herbs.
I'm not gonna smell it, but
Straight up, like it's a generic. It's like a store bought fake Viagra pill.
okay.
It's nothing. It's no.
The reason being is because I'm gonna see about getting a field test this,
You can if you want. You're wasting your time.
You're
but
getting
Go for it.
you're getting on the radio.
and that
Anybody
is a
got a field
jailable
test kit?
offense. To be booked.
So well, yeah, of course, but it's not. I'm saying it's not.
There's Bill smacking my hand. You know I have
Come in
like
that bottle,
15.
and it comes in
Shut your mouth.
you know.
Should get on that radio.
This is a fancy little.
Yeah, they all come in those.
Okay.
They're
That'll be our favorite officer that would have showed up.
herbal. It's like an herbal. You know, like a. It's not Viagra,
Yeah,
but it's
anything
an
to get
herbal
off the street.
Viagra supplement. They sell them at gas stations and shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you say what it was?
Yeah, he's adamant that it's a herbal supplement.
Does it smell?
I'm not gonna smell it. All right. Well, I'm gonna start the.
No, that's an old
It's
school
with
guy
these
right there. That's an old school guy right there. Fuck it. That was pre-fentanyl days, dude. Y'all were wild. Keith would have licked it,
be,
dog. You
uh,
taste that?
Yeah, gotta chewed it up a little bit and spit it out.
You're like, do I recognize this one? No. All right.
He'd take his little dip patch out and just replace it. You know, like,
There's a
Yeah.
bag or that bag on the.
I saw that.
these are pretty definitive.
That's. I meant that's not even daily.
I mean, there's a crazy amount. Like,
There's residual. So
I had enough to test.
yeah, it's my opinion. Obviously, hold on to that, and
Test it and be done with it. If it pops purple or whatever the positive color is,
I'd say at the very least, see if you can talk to a little bit about what it actually is.
pocketed that one for evidence.
What's the problem?
Well, you can't drive your car.
I have my friend
Bro,
that's right up
what a
the street.
crusty cone.
Seriously, like a couple blocks.
Yeah, and that's fine.
I'm not gonna drive it.
That's completely fine. It's more on the lines of
Get a rookie to test it.
liability on us.
That's what rookies are for.
Little scars said lick it.
I think you're misunderstanding me. I'm not.
Do
I'm
not
not
lick
stealing
drugs.
your car.
Please, God, no. I do respect this guy's little divider.
We just have to be under
That's top notch right there.
an agreement that you're not driving, and let's.
Yeah, it's
just
got all
say
the
that
paperwork,
vehicle
but,
wasn't
no
involved
test
in
kit.
No
some
test
sort of
kit.
a
Shame on you.
accident, I don't want to be held reliable. So
How many cops does it take?
Your buddy's gonna come pick it up. I'm just getting that in writing.
As many that don't have test
Good.
kits. I want to give a shout out to Motorola for no body cams being on the ground right now.
At this point, I'm just gonna.
All
I'm gonna
still
do it
on
via
officers.
summons. All right. So here's the deal.
So
I think
take
you
him to
already
jail
know
and
how this
suspended.
conversation's gonna go. I know and you know that that's not an herbal supplement, right? It's not.
I'm sorry, I could show you the
You don't.
wrapper.
You don't know that.
Yeah.
And then I could go get the wrapper and show you the wrapper.
We just field tested it.
Okay, look, it's. You
And what was the
it's called
results of the
Miracle.
test?
I can tell you what it is.
Okay.
I can tell you where I got it.
Can I on the
That's fine. I mean, you
It's
can.
Miracle.
You can,
It's, I already know it's not.
you can rant. You can rant all you want. That's fine. We've field
Did it
tested
test positive?
And okay, but that was bought at the store, right out here on the highway. I buy them all the time.
Okay.
They're generic. It's a generic.
You said they
Viagra,
tested
and
it,
there's
but-
nothing-
The substances turns up positive for
And I'm
cocaine.
telling you,
Oh,
I'll
nice.
show you the wrapper.
Well, there you
Like,
Oh, yeah, you got it.
Fair enough.
Then why are we even having this discussion, dog?
Showing
Like,
So you want
You bought cocaine at the store.
positive for cocaine. Again, at this point in time, since it was a very small amount, we're not talking about a big bag here.
Right,
But I just want before you start talking,
Okay.
I just want you to
Well,
know.
now I want to know
this is
if
something that I'm throwing
caffeine
you a bone here.
would test positive,
test positive.
in a
Give you like a
cocaine
false
kit.
positive.
Yeah,
Maybe. Especially if it was like a lot.
Because I bet those, if it is what he says it is, it would make sense that it would have like a vasodilator in it or something, and then like caffeine.
It might
Bro,
also just have.
Bill and I are
cocaine
starting a
because you
law
don't know what
firm.
else you can manufacture.
It might, yeah. 'Cause
yeah.
there's nothing, there's no like
It's not like anybody's checking. them.
testing agency for the gas station pills.
No.
No,
They're not
Yeah,
FDA
that's not
approved.
exactly
They're not even made
FDA
in the
approved.
US,
yeah.
so it's like.
I am with Daniel. There's no reason to have the discussion here at the door. If you've already tested it, they're already in custody. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah,
He
just
should
tell
already
him.
be. He was
Hey,
already under
test-
arrest.
It
yeah.
tested positive for cocaine. We're going to jail now. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go. Be done with it. Don't get kicked or get spit on or whatever. And don't hang out on scene so that his girlfriend can show up and get mad and
Or you can get shot at by some trees or
exactly
Whatever else.
get an acorn thrown at you.
acorns start attacking.
But that's the
Damn
gift that keeps giving.
acorns.
Dog. I'm so glad nobody got hurt in
I
that.
haven't mentioned anything about how you look.
well, I'm just saying-
So that's certainly.
they're
And the
still
reason
going,
why
okay.
I pulled you over was
Never had a
not
test
the
kit
way
come
you
back
look,
with a
it's
false
just simply because of
positive.
the,
No, we even had
and
a
it's
like
the-
electronic tester at our evidence room at the tail end of our career. We had like a whole ass thing you could put it in. It was pretty awesome. I don't remember what it was called, but it's fancy. I never had one do a false positive, but I also just didn't find it in like a gas station
weird
thing. It
little
was always like in
container,
a
yeah.
baggie or something. Yeah,
'cause there's a
he's
clip
falling
right
on
here.
hard though.
All right, you can step towards your car. But I'll tell you what, I am curious to see this supplement.
I would look. I'm more than happy.
Did he take him out of the car?
Why is he?
What is going
I'll
on?
give you- I'll give you a chance. All right, where is this?
Did we uncuff him?
Oh, I think he's asking to see the wrapper or whatever he said.
Hold on, don't go reach
Yeah,
in
but like, if it tested
crazy, man.
positive,
Yeah, what does
are
it
we
matter?
doing?
without reaching in there that I can't see.
Also, I feel like you could just, if the dude's saying like, yeah, it's okay, I can show you the wrapper, be like, okay, can I search your car for it then?
You
Get him to
remember me?
consent to that and search it.
You remember me talking about like you would kind of hope somebody would fight it with you. Like this is
Yeah.
kind of like, hey, can you please draw? Like this is almost entrapment on like a use of force or whatever. Like let's say he becomes combative. He gets in that car and takes off or whatever. Like, can you really charge him with resisting if you took him out of cuffs and put him back? Like he's no longer. This is weird. Don't do this. Like. In general, maybe there's a judgment call. Maybe they see something I don't. But
Right there, right next to you. In the wrapper, in the cardboard thing.
All right, hold on, bear with me.
All right. I'm looking at.
do you not have like
I'm looking at.
PC to search the car
They should, right? With the
arrest?
license?
Yeah.
Sure. Arrest. Yes. He,
But did
And
this
if it-
actually test positive for cocaine?
Well, here's what I'm
He said-
thinking.
He said it
I
did.
wonder if
don't
he
know.
No,
lied
I
about
know. I'm just
Yeah.
like, where's the
Yeah.
body cam
Well, yeah,
footage?
What I'm saying is like we're going off his word, not really
Right.
anything that we saw in this.
Because if I tested shit and I got it to turn a color, I'm holding it in front of my body cam
Percent.
to show it.
That's true, and we didn't skip any of that. I think.
I
No,
got
we
yelled. I got yelled.
No,
at a few times
you would have
because
seen it.
I put my little test kit one time in an
Yeah.
evidence bag.
I'm gonna check here.
I was lectured.
Be,
Putting broken
Is that
glass
what this is?
in an evidence bag. Yeah,
Then, that's bookable, right?
that is a test kit.
Okay. It's hard to
I
see
don't know what
before
the I don't know what the
Alright,
I don't know what the
start.
positive indicator is for cocaine, but like for meth, it turned like dark purple.
Yeah.
Depending on how they have like these little glass vials, so you'd put like a tiny little piece of meth in there. You'd break the glass vials and you'd shake them up, and they were like in a hard plastic container. And yeah, we would do the whole thing. We would read what the test kit says on it, what the positive indicator was. I would show the positive indicator like label, and then showcase that the test kit indeed tested positive. Like you should have all the PC you need.
Might be what he's attempting to do here, except he shines the light right on it and makes it impossible to tell what it is.
But even like look for a second,
Yeah.
it's like orange. Keep playing a little bit.
That should be
Watch.
enough. Then,
Watch.
that's
You'll see it
bookable,
just a
right?
bit. See how like it's like orangish looking? Yeah. I don't know what the positive indicator is for cocaine.
And
I'm
I'm
If
not-
it turns a color, I assume it's positive.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe you're right. I believe cocaine is yellow, if I'm not mistaken.
But why are they
Maybe that's
asking?
why is any of this happening?
And they seem very confused about.
You got
what
PC
they
on the
have.
car.
If you have PC, you
I
have
don't know.
PC.
And really the reason I'm complaining about this is safety. I just want people to be safe. Like code and criminal procedure allows you, once the suspect is under arrest, to do a search of the vehicle.
Yeah.
And you probably shouldn't be doing this, where you just let him go back in and reach into whatever he wants.
Dude. Because like, let's say he destroys some evidence. You gonna charge him for that if you made it readily available for him to destroy?
Well, even if you do charge him for that, a defense lawyer is gonna be like,
That's what I'm saying.
He's gonna laugh at you.
But
And
again,
then-
what does the packaging change?
Yeah, it's still cocaine. Doesn't matter. I guess they're trying to figure out where he bought it.
Hey, at the very least, he can show the body cam to his lawyer and be like, if I can't get out of jail, I can at least sue for money because there was cocaine in my Viagra. I don't know.
Maybe this is just.
Maybe
When I
Viagra
get out,
is
I'm gonna be rich.
cocaine. Maybe we should test Viagra. Maybe it is cocaine.
Right?
Purple is meth, if I recall. Yellow is cocaine.
Check
My
the ingredient
dog,
and see if it says cocaine.
Jarhead.
Meth was purple.
And that's actually,
100%.
there's another, the one that came out of is right there too. So if you want to see that one, it's right there. They're pretty-
Now I kind of want to test this. This should be totally a game show. We just take a bunch of test kits and buy a bunch of shit from gas stations and see if we can get rid of the
Man,
pop.
We do the
Yeah.
cop bonsai and we'll do it.
Dude,
some
does
test
this test?
I
That's
bet.
Now,
I bet I could ask a favor and get some test kits.
We should. All right.
in Minecraft.
Soon.
yeah,
In Minecraft.
I don't think that's
Minecraft.
against terms of service.
Minecraft.
No,
For the
not
test
for that.
kits. I'm talking about the test kits, guys.
I'm saying for acquiring test kits.
Test kits.
Do you imagine if something
Specifically.
like kicks positive? We'd all kind of be like, I guess I'm burning this. They'd be like, in an undisclosed location. They use NordVPN.
It looks
and all
just
that.
like Josh's house.
It's the exact same background. Oh my god.
Honestly, I'd test the other ones.
That's what I'm saying.
Check the ingredients. I bet it says cocaine.
So like if you had like a, not to get too nerdy, but if you had like a geometric isomer, which is like something that's similarly constructed like chemically, you could potentially get a false positive. I bet. But like he was saying with like a stimulant, like if it's a stimulant, would it just
Like imagine if it was like a high dosage, like high concentrate of caffeine in these things.
Yeah.
Would that be a test kit to pop for like stimulant like cocaine? I don't know.
Yeah, dude. Like this has got to be tested. We just
Because I
made
don't know
some
what
lawyer-
the I don't
Yeah.
know what like the thresholds are.
Dude. We probably just opened an entire can of worms. We just invented a new form of getting people out of jail for bad
Right?
hits.
I want to see Josh
mix it in
read
your Viagra.
all three of those substances that could give a false read.
Okay, we're ready. Let's do it. Idlecane? Idlecane?
He's reading the
Perfect.
chat.
Novocaine?
You got Novocaine, right?
He's literally reading the chat right now.
Oxycane?
Xylocaine
Is it xylocaine?
Yes.
and
Not
lidocaine.
gonna get that. Oh, that's lidocaine. Oh, that's
Yeah.
close.
You were close.
Oh, you
I
were
was
trying to
close.
read. I thought you were trying to remember from memory.
No. I was actually reading the
Oh,
chat.
we were just making fun of
He
your
made fun of me.
dyslexia.
Yeah.
I got that totally wrong.
Echo Sierra, thank you for the potential false positives.
Nice.
The first word was iodine.
I could see some of those being in here, I guess.
I've never seen them packaged as such. They're not typically in pure food.
Thank God for Sister Bro. My Texas public school education, though.
So to be honest with you, I thought you were shitting with me for just a second. So at this point, like, you know, to be honest, at this point, I'm gonna do some research on this.
It's still.
You know,
Is he not going to
not
jail?
beyond the reality that somebody reuses the container, but I'll give you the benefit of the doubt as of now. Now, keep in mind, as of now, I'm still going to be writing that citation. However, I'm going to do my research first. If I can't find anything,
So he
that's something that you can
unarrested
certainly
him
present to the judge
for the suspension. Mm-hmm. I guess he's driving with a suspended license, and then unarrested him for, man, that's a weird. I mean, shout out to him if he doesn't think he's got PC and he's backtracking it, letting him go. There's going to be some cuff and release paperwork, but I would rather see that than not. And
So he did
that's why
say
let him
he was going to write him a summons. Do you think he's just writing him for paraphernalia right now?
Probably, yeah. You know, whatever. If that was his disposition already at the time, he just wanted to see it, then I get why he let him out of handcuffs. I have no beef
That's what
now.
I think, because that's what he told one of the other officers. He was like,
Yeah.
I'm just going to go with the summons. So I assume he's just doing like a paraphernalia ticket.
I have no
Or maybe it's less than, I don't know how you could say that's not a usable amount of cocaine. But
Dude, no kidding. Oh, God.
Reading some of these comments. I was trying to see if anybody had an actual, you know, end to this story, but whatever.
He did not arrest him, from my understanding.
No, they just
Took
let
him
him
up
go from
for that,
here.
right?
He was released from the scene.
Oh, cool.
I just wanted to know.
I think that's the right thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the right thing to do if you don't know what you got. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
I still thought they had the suspended license, but
Josh, check your
is that
DMs.
not a go to jail offense?
Conveniently match a reurgent's color reactions. He sent me test kits.
Oh, nice.
Thank you.
Echo Sierra said this is Washington State, so possession of a Schedule 1 is essentially 3 written citations before you can book
shit.
and release.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Cool.
Posted
Got it.
a what it helps video on Discord. Very cool. I don't have an arrest for driving unsuspended. Okay, I'm catching up.
Oh, okay, cool. Good to know. He died of Viagra overdose.
Gone too much.
Hey, that 4 hour limit's a real thing.
Small town cops are either super nice or super not nice. That is a very mixed bag.
Take a walk from here, quick.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a lot of cops here. Are they bail?
Is that a spike strip?
Oh, shit.
Lights are on, so those have been on for a while. Okay, feel under here. A little bit warmer under there? Yeah. Okay. Hood can cool down. Yeah. Okay, so you have. So I want you to recite to me what you have. What do you have right now?
Guys, field training.
The facts.
Yeah.
Or sergeant.
Rolled up.
Field training.
Driver was slumped over, unconscious at the wheel. There's burnt tinfoil on the ground. He's drooling. Took a while for him to wake up.
Damn, they put spikes in front of the car in case it took off.
What would you think why he would have done that?
If you mentioned earlier, if he tied it off, kind of.
Is that normal behavior to somebody to tie off a shirt around the neck?
This is great field training.
And then when he got up, he was a little lethargic.
Letting him develop his
Would you say he's been
PC.
apprehensive so far?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. He's not acting like a normal person would.
Right. He's been down this game before, right? He's got prior history for it, which is not used against him for this, but it's also he knows the system and you can hear him how he's talking about it, right? Let's see here. Where's the keys at?
deviation.
Okay. All right. So can he easily put this car and drive off?
Yes, and it's illegal.
Okay. So running through all those facts.
More likely than not, I would say he has taken substantial steps to have control over this vehicle.
Who's registered on this vehicle?
That I haven't figured out yet. But this is the first thing going on. I didn't know the registration, no the return. But dispatch of the RO, the vehicle has expense sponsor. So,
and he said it was his car.
Also, how did it get there?
So, yeah, we can prove that he's under the influence. I think.
Yeah, how did it
It's not a-
operate?
it's not a normal.
Incriminating evidence.
It's not a normal place for a car just to sit.
Yeah.
The totality of circumstances between
him being passed out with his stuff on the floor. That I don't know. I will admit that's where my lack of experience.
Okay, so
I give my bridge back at.
So you have different ways officers will do things, right? Here's my take. Okay, so we got up here for a guy driver something of the steering wheel. We get over here, the lights on the car, the fans on in the car, the car's in drive, the keys are in the ignition. He's in possession of the car. He's got burnt foil on his feet. He's passed out. He's drooling. He's got his arm tied off like he just shot up narcotics in the system. He's a little lethargic in this conversation. I'd say he's 100% impaired, and I'd say 100% if you leave this area and he drives this car, he's a danger to the community. That's my problem. But that's something that I can articulate, and that's something that you have to feel comfortable with articulating. Right? Is this guy free to go? And when he started, we just about walked around the corner because he started looking towards the trail line, right?
Yeah.
So that's my consumption on this right here. So if this was me, I would not be letting him walk. I would be taking him to jail for drug DUI.
Okay.
100%.
And then we'd be going for a search warrant.
Potentially, right? You can read him his rights. You can go through the DUI packet. You can ask him if he wants to do a voluntary blood draw. If he says pound sand, then yes, the warrant process.
Okay.
And I'm gonna tell you right now, these are the worst things to do in law enforcement because they take forever. They're shift enders. You're done for the night if you take this call with the DUI drug. Right? That
You remember doing your
your
first
name
warrant?
goes on the PC.
Yes.
Your
Your
name
first
is the one
DWI,
that's
such a
contacting
pain in the
judge
ass.
and saying,
Took
I have probable
forever.
cause for this person's
Dude.
arrest. You're seizing them, right?
It's also scary when you're
You
in
need to
like
make
law enforcement like this and you're
with that
new.
decision if you believe that those
Like
elements are met.
not knowing
So it's not
is
my
really
PC,
stressful.
It's your PC.
Yeah.
So that's something that you got to come up to terms with, okay? And a lot of this is just going to be experience of dealing with these things over and over and over. Okay, so if I was once told that if you feel like a driver is not good enough to drive a car because he's impaired for a sober driver, then he should be going. Right? Why are we calling a sober driver for someone that's not impaired? If he's impaired, book him.
Yeah.
Right? He's in possession of the car. He's got the keys in the ignition. What's it take for him to throw that in? It's already in drive.
It's already in drive.
What's it take? Why is it in drive?
And he thinks it's in neutral.
Right. So why is it in drive? Right. Up here, like why would it be in even in neutral? Who puts it in?
It's not. It's in drive.
Yeah. So. No.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
just so you know, it's the defense's job to articulate them being safely
I
off the
think I
roadway.
have this exact same watch.
It's the defense's job to prove that.
I've been looking at it this whole time.
Okay, that's their job. That's not our job. Our job is to find PC if there's a crime committed. Right? And what's a crime say?
More likely than not.
Where can you drive a car in this state and be considered DUI? Can you take this on a farm on 5 acres and drive it drunk?
As long as you don't have access to a public roadway or in a public area.
Anywhere.
Okay.
In this state, if you drive it, any motor vehicle under the influence is considered DUI. It does not have to be in a roadway.
Oh, that's lame.
Okay.
You can be drunk as hell and drive on your own property.
Yeah, I was gonna say like you're.
But that's God bless Texas.
Yeah.
We're metal like that.
I'm in my big empty field.
Also, states are very different, bro. Laws are
Yeah.
crazy different from state to state.
Yeah.
Are they?
Like
Oh, I guess it doesn't
Washington
say.
State.
Washington State. Okay.
Well,
you
it
don't
says
have, like,
Washington State Bodycam. So
Yeah.
Oh. Well.
Yeah, you might as well live in a
Just so you know. So,
completely different
yeah.
country.
So
But
think about that for a second. And decide what you want to do with it.
Roll around smoking a doobie, but beer, you're screwed.
No, you're screwed, dude.
Yeah.
Do you have any questions for me at all?
No. I have the two because he's taken substantial steps. He is physical control of the vehicle. And based on my observations of walking up, I would believe he was possibly on a nod from drug use.
Sure.
So now I'm just trying to pair up the two. Like if there was an open can.
Articulate it.
Well, besides
Big guy.
so
He's got this,
but
homie.
that's all right. It's fine. It's alcohol, right? Can you say that you have drug paraphernalia in the car? 100%.
Yeah.
Right? Can you say that a guy Who ties their shirt around their bicep?
Nobody.
And that's on the knot. Drug users, right? This guy was sleeping and drooling all over the place. You drool when you sleep like that? Okay, right? There's so many overwhelming signs that says that this guy should not be driving a car.
That's a bit of a presumption.
So, regardless of the safety issues, he's already in the car.
Now you're reaching, okay? I was team this.
I mean, you have a lot already. You don't need to.
He's got plenty. He's got plenty. I do like, though, that he's trying to get him to think outside the box, because sometimes you do have to go in a roundabout way to try to find pieces.
Yeah.
But the elements of the offense don't change. You still have to have the elements of the offense. You don't get to make that up.
Shoot, got the eyes.
Personally, I would just I would take him. But, you know, it's one of those things where, you know, it's something that you have to...
AJ says that Florida is also awesome. You can be drunk and drive on your own property.
And make your decision. I support
Go back and forth in your driveway.
Okay, so you, like I said, never let an other officer tell you how the arrest should be made or if the arrest should be made. You need to understand that it makes sense and that it's lawful.
Yeah.
If what I'm telling you don't think is lawful, then let me know.
No.
Okay?
No, I agree with you. With coming up, it's more likely than not he was under the influence of drugs. The vehicle, he's in drive. He's taking substantial steps to the physical control.
Do you know how long drug stays in your body and has an effect? More than 12 hours.
Yeah.
Scientist.
More than 12. Okay?
I'm a science doctor.
I'm a science doctor.
Think about all these things, right?
I'm a meteorologist.
Remember it in your eyes, everything that you saw.
I know about drugs.
Right? All the totality of the circumstances. So,
My astrology
AJ say
degree.
you can't drive drunk on your property in Florida.
but I want you to feel comfortable with it.
Oh, you
Okay? I'm
can't.
not trying to. Yeah, okay.
That's dumb.
Oh, boo.
Does the officer look old for a rookie? No, I've seen rookies as old as 50.
Yeah, true.
Right now you're thinking about your answers because you don't want to get caught up in a lie. And when you lie to us, that just looks bad. So
I was an
you want me
old
to shoot
rookie.
Straight to you, that's me shooting straight to you. So I've been patient with you up
too.
until this point. So I'm going to turn it back over to Officer Tran here, and he's going to tell you how things are going to go for right now. Okay. But I appreciate you listening to me at that point, all right?
Totally fine. All right, Daniel. Okay. So this time I do have 12 cops arrested for DUI.
Great backup officer.
Why is that? Space away from me.
He's like, we're gonna let the rookie handle this.
Hands behind your back. Don't spread your feet for me. Okay. Okay. I'll explain to you once we get you safely cuffed. Okay. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I would do the opposite hand,
Yeah.
but this is close enough. Hey, shout out. That's better than most. That's a very compliant handcuff, though.
Yeah, end of training.
Oh, end of training. Oh,
job.
very cool.
We all learned.
So there was, I was on the every police officer has been on the receiving end of like a Keith lecture on, and it seems like, because that was a long video, it seems like a long roundabout way of trying to get to the answer, but that's developing like cop brain. It's like you're trying to look at the term is the totality of the circumstances.
Yes.
And it's based on that totality that all of the little things will add up to something bigger, which is ultimately the elements of the offense, which gives me probable cause to believe that crime was afoot, as it would at least read in Texas Penal Code. That's important. That process is literally, if you were ever going to switch to law enforcement requiring a degree, that would be the bulk of the mental exercise on trying to develop what that is. You really should know the law better than lawyers do. What makes lawyers expensive is them being creative writers on how to misconstrue those elements of the offense.
Yeah.
It's the loopholes that make us the money.
Yeah. Yep. They're just reaching for reasonable doubt, right? That's all they're reaching for. There's Bill and I like, well, if you got enough caffeine in these wiener pills, you might pop positive for cocaine. And all I need is the jury to be like, that sounds pretty reasonable. No scientific backing, no testing, no nothing. I'm going to have like 1,400 milligrams of caffeine and something. Let's see, look. It's like yellow because it's Mountain Dew. That's what's in there. Like, hey, look, it's pop positive. Totally a thing.
It's just yellow 5.
Yeah, it's literally just a dropper of yellow 5.
Yeah.
Yep. There's like
That's
age
incredible.
conversation happening in the chat, and I just want to say for the record, I'm all in favor of older rookies.
Yeah, look at Nolan.
Yeah, dude, look
He's
at
awesome.
Nolan.
Like 60 and above. Like,
I
end
would-
of life. This
hey.
should be a retirement career.
I will say this. I have met some 60-year-olds that still got it. I have met 50-year-olds that still got it.
Oh, especially
when you're,
nowadays, it feels like it's a lot easier, or not easier, but
I feel
more
like
likely that you can still be.
because the exercise culture, the form and technique isn't really, but I think there's been a really big emphasis, and Bill can probably attest to this way more than I can, on the recovery side of things, as far as sleep and range of motion and nutrition and all that other stuff. And so I think you're getting guys that are well into the later parts of their lives that are still incredibly functional at a very, very... We watched a dude early when we started doing body camp breakdowns. So one-legged cop. He literally had a prosthetic leg, and he talked mad shit after he caught somebody.
Yep.
And I was like, dude, I would have too. This guy, one-legged in gear, caught you. Like, you have no street cred. You will get bullied in jail.
Yeah.
Although that guy was pretty squared away. That guy was an absolute unit. He looked more like an android than a person, just because he was, just, T-1000ing it after somebody. Anyways, we'll go see. Is this a Pursuit?
Yes.
Looks like a Pursuit. Where's this at? California?
LA County.
California. Where else?
Yeah, no kidding.
They've
You're
turned
looking
into
at a
a
very
televised sport out
high-speed
there.
chase that's coming out of Riverside PD. That's the
Riverside? Yeah, hell yeah.
It was westbound on the 210 freeway.
somewhere
Made its
around
way
there.
up to the 210
Somewhere
freeway, I
around
should
there.
say, and then
No,
went
he's sitting in an
westbound
office
all the way
somewhere.
across to the 605.
Well, he's
that's when
listening to this on
the
the
vehicle
radio.
turned southbound. All the way
He's
down
saying
here
terminate,
to the 5 and went
terminate.
north. 5 right now in
You're
the
not
Montebello
wrong.
area, approaching Slauson. As I come out to a wide shot,
This-
you'll
this
see
cop
more units
going
in trail here. The
4-hour
airship
traffic is
overhead.
light.
Now, the initial one on this was
Lying
for
that it was
possible
you, not this
carjacking
pursuit.
and somehow related to a domestic violence
Bye,
situation.
Tyler.
So that's what we're getting from the CHP at this point, but that's who's in
Good night,
pursuit
Tyler.
now. The CHP has taken
Hey,
over
Tyler.
the chase
It's
from the
Peace
Riverside
Chase.
Police Department, and the vehicle has been going about 80 to 90 miles an hour on the freeway the entire time, weaving in and out of traffic. And now here we are coming up on the 5
Supposed to
freeway
be a felony
northbound.
domestic
We have
if
the
they're
710
pursuing him.
freeway in a couple miles here. We'll see if the
Carjacking
driver
suspect.
decides to take that or
Oh, is that what it is?
northbound into
Yeah.
downtown LA. But for now,
Oh.
the pursuit continues with
So maybe he went from
light
domestic to
traffic here
carjacking.
northbound
Let
on
me
the
see if
5.
Probably.
Thank
Probably.
goodness for the light traffic. You can
Description
see
has
the
Stole his baby
car
mama's
behind
car.
with the lights on there. Getting a little closer over the last 30 seconds
Yeah,
or
suspicion
so.
of carjacking
You
and
can only see
domestic
the one
violence.
car that's in pursuit at this point.
Nice.
But Gil, you got to figure that
Involved
these officers, or there's the second car pulling up now.
numerous
The officers are got to be a little concerned with this
agencies.
guy's violent history.
The agencies.
Trying to click that full screen shut off my brain for a
Absolutely.
second.
We're
Like,
not
what words
clear
is
on
he
how
trying to say?
the carjacking took place. and
Manifold's
how
already-
the violence fits into
Yeah,
that.
he's
Whether,
already asked.
The one happens before the other or what. But
Garrett, what's going on? The guy
we're waiting on
driving
confirmation
probably...
from the,
Oh, wait, I gotta be
CHP
careful.
and
Hold on.
maybe,
Just
from
bought
Riverside
my
as well,
Acura
but the
again.
sheriff's helicopter that's assisting
There
in
was
pursuit
about a
right
testing
now.
positive.
We are still northbound 5 freeway.
Dude, I like
and
the
we're coming up
speedometer in
to,
the corner
into
there.
Commerce right
Kinda
now.
cool.
So the pursuit at about 80 miles an hour, about 80 miles an hour right now. In the
Is this a Chevy
All
Cruise?
right, again, we just started following
more
this
like a-
pursuit here
Is it like a-
that
It's a little
was
bit- isn't it a
originally being followed by.
Oh, no, that's
No,
like
it-
this, the
Might be a
Hyundai.
Malibu.
Taken over this pursuit,
Oh, look
making
at- look
its
at the
way
little,
through
It might
the
be a Hyundai.
freeways, the 605
Ah,
west, and then
Hyundai.
now ending up on the 5 north.
Hard to tell.
Making its way from Montebello now through Commerce. It possibly could go through downtown Los Angeles. We do have one chopper on
One said
one sheriff's
Where
helicopter.
Josh
Is that what
or
we have,
Bill. I was
CHP?
scared of
The
our
CHP, I
canine
think it was.
officers, yes.
That's
Helicopter.
right.
Canine does not discriminate on which leg it
Yeah,
bites.
sorry about that.
It was hard to
We
be
have a
scared of
sheriff's
him because we
helicopter
never
over
saw
right now.
him.
Well, that's
Before it
true.
was,
Because that was the one time I
the,
interacted with them. I was
Cupertino
terrified because I didn't
area
realize
that
they were a
were,
real thing. I thought they were just
initially
like the
tracking
boogeyman.
vehicle out
Yeah.
of Riverside
They talked about having
area,
one, but didn't.
and they've just
It's like our
handed off
mounted
to
units.
the,
Like we
sheriff's
had
department that's
a mounted
assisting.
unit.
Now,
Like there
of course,
was.
the vehicle's heading
cops that
north
rode
towards
horses.
They were
downtown
there
LA,
for
and that's going
parades.
to be
Yeah.
LAPD's jurisdiction. So we'll see if the air
Looks like a Honda to me. A Bolt?
as well. But for
I might be
now,
really
we're
wrong.
It's not a
approaching the
Volt.
710.
I
It's clear
feel
to
like it's
right
too
now,
big
so
to be
it
a
looks like
Bolt.
it's going to stay committed
Look
to
at that compared to the
northbound
Charger.
5 freeway from
Bolt's
the
more of a
710. There's
hatchback
transition
anyways.
now.
Yeah.
And as Gil mentioned a moment ago, we don't know at this point.
Oh, he's getting after it
carjacking,
now.
The domestic violence in what order that took place. We don't know if
I
in
love
fact
this
is
vote.
the victim's car, what
What is this
condition that
vote?
victim is in at this point, or the domestic violence victim
That
as well.
car.
But obviously, if that's what
18
the
votes,
feeling
we
is
are
for,
getting after
the
it. I'm here
driver
for it.
has a propensity to at least some sort of violence. So
I'm surprised they're not more
police have
excited
got
about
to
it.
be
I
aware
thought
and
the
keep
all
that in
caps
the
would be
back of their
better.
mind.
You know,
if
it's Pam's
this
not
guy
here.
pulls
Pam
over
would be
that's
getting
way
after
better.
it. Like, fit
Should
that
be
car.
making bot
Pulling
accounts
over.
just to.
But right now,
It's
he's
just
doing
spam it.
50 miles an hour, and traffic Gil seems to be.
My next door
picking up a
neighbor
little
is a canine officer. Bro, get that dog some
It
treats.
is Rick and Shirley, come out to a wider shot. You see it's starting to.
Let's keep it away from armed
suspects. Get a little heavier as we approach the East LA interchange.
Policy in Texas for me to have my handheld scanner with me when I'm driving, but I'm not doing anything dumb as a volunteer
a close contact with that
A
vehicle.
scanner, as in like a scanning radio? That shouldn't be an issue. As long as so local PDs doesn't give a shit what you do with the radio. That's gonna be what is it? Not the FCC, whoever does radio communications or whatever.
FTC, federal.
Federal Communications.
Yeah, FCC. Yeah, they're the only ones that are gonna give a shit about that. They'll go allegedly put their space ninjas to come catch you. You have a lot of old thuds that'll yell at you. I'm gonna triangulate your position. You don't have a license. That's exactly what's gonna happen.
He did carjack somebody
if you don't.
or some sort of domestic violence. That means he may be armed. They've got to worry about that. You can see the
What would have run out of battery back?
Tell if anybody else is in the car, but we're figuring at this point, Cher, that he's probably alone.
Yeah, he's probably alone in that car.
It isn't
but
authorized
you
for speeds
just
over
never
45 miles per hour for
who
CHP.
could be, or who could be in that car. I mean, last night we had an Amber Alert where somebody carjacked a car with a baby inside. You know that.
How long is this
and
one?
that had everybody on alert yesterday.
This is 23 minutes. We're gonna skip.
Committed to that 101. Passing Sepulveda now.
You know, now that we know that he's committed to the 101, it seems like he
just as we say
sparked the bottom. Sparks were coming out. It might be damage to the
tires
now.
It looks like
a
wheel.
I was just going to ask if they were going to do a spike strip. It looks like
he hit a curb.
Did it himself.
Exactly.
He did it himself. Exactly.
Oh, Hyundai.
But staying committed to the 405. I'm sorry, the 101.
I was going to say a Toyota.
Make that transition.
That was the Toyota logo.
And confirming that it's
and then with the name underneath.
Maybe Kia or
the speed. Look at the speed. That's going to be definitely.
Okay, so I think this is where the good stuff.
I want to see a conclusion.
Well, now you got to wonder though: is he going to just pull over? He realizes that he's in trouble. That he made a bad mistake. Now he's kind of staying in the middle. But things got to be racing through his mind. Does he just pull over? Does he surrender peacefully? Has he done something that?
Look at this like guy selling this thing. Does he
want to make a stand out of this? Who knows? You don't know what's going through this guy's mind.
Episode, Dragon Ball.
Mentioned before.
That's why I don't like listening to news anchors talk about pursuits.
And then possibly a carjacking.
Give me the police helicopter.
Victims are doing at this point.
No kidding.
But he's got a lot that he has to deal with, and here's a pit.
Oh, there's the pit.
Oh yeah. They were waiting for that, getting to the right speed, right situation there. Spun him out of control.
It looks more Hyundai from the front.
The car. The tire comes off on that front right.
Tires off.
And
I think that transmission just took the
driver not coming out. The freeway coming to a complete stop behind the CHP. Oh no, he's going to go.
Oh no,
he's going for it without that.
You got to go.
It's peeled off, and now he's on that.
He got it up like a guy that just bought cocaine from a drugstore.
Because it spends
the gas station.
Like, why did they pit him and then not lock the car?
The vehicle, but it didn't. He's going to continue.
Policy.
So
let's be honest.
We may see another pitment over here shortly.
Yeah, but now you got to pit again.
Still, driver. Determined to get away.
Did they say if he was armed? I mean, did he have a gun?
No, I just said he had violent tendencies. Had history of violent tendencies. Kia Forte.
If it was a carjacking, he probably had a weapon.
Is it a Kia Forte? Is that what you said?
And they're talking about.
That's what the chat's saying. Kia Forte.
Yes.
I don't think so. The lettering on the back.
See if we can see the front windshield. The driver looks like maybe has the dome light on above. Is moving his hand around.
We got the dome light on.
Maybe on the phone. He looks like he's doing something with his hands there.
He's yelling at his girlfriend right now.
Hard to say if there's anybody in the rear
this to me.
of the car, rear seats.
You made me do
this.
this.
Come back out wide. We'll see what the CHP
We're jaded.
has,
I'm sorry,
done.
that's
If
not
they
funny.
Drop back,
I'll laugh
maybe
about
a little
Kind
bit.
of funny.
And just giving the driver some time to think about what's.
This thing should turn into a comet in just a second.
Yeah. So.
Because
Sparks.
that's very
Oh, there it is, bro.
There we go. Towards the Camarillo area, but the car seems to be falling apart quickly.
Generic silver sedan. I'm telling you.
He's still keeping the speed tight, which is a bit amazing that he's able to control the car at this speed with all of this going on.
Professional driver.
Oh, there's
it tells you how well modern cars are made.
Yeah,
it's not really amazing. That rim's digging into the concrete. It's not like it's going to turn the wheel.
That's always a concern for them as far as the vehicle losing control. But a lot of space ahead of the vehicle right now.
Hit it.
Big.
wheel well there. We saw something else coming off a moment ago. The sparks have been flying out. The bumper is gone. He's done considerable damage to the front right end of his car.
They get after
Talking about it. He might do it if he's going to not pull over. And here comes
Get after
here's
it.
the second
the
pit,
bumper.
spinning him completely
There you
there, out
go.
of control, backwards.
Great car for a
and
pit.
that should do it.
Yep.
We'll see what happens, but hopefully, look at this. Another.
There you go.
There it is.
There
Thank you.
to the shoulder
Right into
hitting
a
that
pole.
pole.
Nice.
And then that's going to stop him for sure. So here we go. A felony traffic stop in progress. Guns drawn. We're going to pull out a little bit wider.
One guy was like,
See,
this high risk
runs
tank
right
out. I'm gonna
over,
go get
grabs
him.
And pulls him right out of the vehicle.
God bless him,
They're
dude.
searching
What
the
an
vehicle.
animal.
The other officers are looking at
He
the
says he
vehicle,
ain't
making
coming
sure no
out.
one's in
We're
there,
getting
but it
him.
looks like the driver
I like
pulled
it.
right out of the
What
car
an animal.
immediately.
What is it?
This
It's a
over.
Toyota.
A risky thing to do.
Oh, it is a Toyota.
Obviously,
Yeah, it is
we're
a
not
Toyota.
privy to all the information at the CHP.
Should have had that be a bet.
Seldom
Snack,
do you
what's going on,
see
dog?
Once one of
American
these
made.
comes to an end like this, that they run right up onto the car, open the door, and drag the guy out.
I mean, the factory is here.
Had some sort
American
of
built.
information, as you
Yeah,
can
there
see
you
them
go.
putting him onto the
Nothing's American
hood,
made
the
anymore.
trunk of that
assembled.
car. They'll start
There you
searching
go.
him now and patting him down.
Hecho in Mexico, assembled in America.
That's right. All right, let's see.
Oh, hell yeah. I love inappropriate videos.
There we go.
This one's a Chicago one.
The way you said that. Context, Bill. Oh.
Damn.
What?
0 to 60 in what? 20, less than 20 seconds. Damn.
Bro, who is this chick?
Hilarious.
Guns right there. My man, where are you hit? Stop.
We're about to get out of hand. This is all about to get out of hand.
Gotta love Chicago.
My man, where are you hit? Okay, stop.
Shut up, gloves.
Dude, those look like eating gloves. Those don't look like
Hey, man, you gotta
protecting
get what you
gloves.
can get in Chicago.
Guess you're right. God bless him
Not
for
just
working there.
Putting a condom over his hands and tentacling it.
Oh, winged him. He's gonna be feeling some kind of way though.
Can you watch this for I'm gonna move my car. I'm moving the car.
Like he dropped the gun over behind.
Yeah, he had a gun in his hand.
He had a gun in his hand. Yeah.
Roll over. Huh?
Just hang tight, buddy.
No, man. Fuck.
Let me get
Looking for the entry exit.
No officers in your squad. Just send CFD.
This is why oftentimes you try to have the first aid on you.
Got a gun, so I went to the back.
Handcuff him and do first aid. We also haven't searched him for a potential secondary weapon. That's really more to protect him from himself. He could get a random shot of adrenaline here and become very uncooperative.
If that's where the bullet went in, my guy's not gonna make it.
Well, it depends. Yeah, as if it through and through on his lung, he's on his way out. Unfortunately.
Yeah. They still got him right here. My man is that shot. Back up. Back up. Back up.
So you're either working on him or doing security. Try not to do both. You're diminishing your ability. Do never try not to split your attention if you can avoid it. Free advice. You need a platoon. Yeah, depending on where they're at, probably.
Oh, the platoon's arriving.
Yeah. What about the rain police here?
Still probably not enough in
Probably not, but
Chicago.
we got a fighting chance at least.
Used crime scene tape. They just moved it from the street over to this one.
It's like just rolling back up like an extension.
I'm assuming he's not doing cuffs because he's prioritizing the aid aspect of it.
He did bring him out for a second and then changed his mind.
I'm surprised they didn't try. They might also not have the training for it. So you just don't know what to do, right? If you don't know what to do, don't try to make shit up because you could be doing more harm than good.
Is there another? Is this different body cam.
Back up. This is the guy who was chasing the suspect.
Yeah, I was like, the cut was so quick I didn't even notice it happened. Oh, it was a fade. I just didn't notice.
So I wonder if he just picked him up mid-run.
I think so. Well, he ran. He came around the corner and it came at him.
This cop was doing good radio traffic, so I think they had a pretty good idea where it was coming.
Great radio traffic while running. What an animal.
No, don't reach. Let me see your hands. Back up. Hey, squad, we got shots fired by police. Send us an ambulance, squad. 21st St. Louis. Back up, back up.
Good for him.
Back up, back up. 1063 Charlie, 2100 South St. Louis.
Traffic.
Back up, back up.
So we used to get this level of, we're gonna say, public involvement on traffic stops. There was a while there where we were getting it for anything. We could be trying to help save a cat out of a tree, and they
wouldn't matter.
They were like,
you set that car on fire.
Yeah, no, seriously, it was wild. It was like,
it's a young black kitten. Leave it alone.
Yeah, dude. Like, seriously, like that sounds like a joke, but it really is not. Yeah, we had a while there of a lot of public involvement in our job.
Michael, not enough cops wear earpieces and pel mics.
No. What will cops carry gimbals for body cams, dude?
One.
A mounted gimbal.
Gun in one hand, gimbal in the other one.
Hell yeah.
And do the.
I mean, once Neuralink takes off, the body camera is just going to be your eyes.
Your eyes, yeah.
Hey, we got the Apple Vision Pro now.
True.
Hang on there.
It's true.
All right. This one's a long one. Let me see if there's. It's the pursuit.
25 to 30 miles an hour. Suspect is still going at a high rate of speed. Okay.
If it's all in-car, you can probably skip a lot of it.
He's sticking on the desert. He's staying in the desert. He's not going towards. Oh, look.
Is that Nevada?
In the desert.
In the desert.
Especially because it's not dash cam.
No, that's body cam.
Yeah. Lame.
Doesn't look like he has a dash cam.
Careful, dude. He's going right at us. Careful.
Yeah, he doesn't look like he does.
Careful. Watch out, watch out, watch out. Okay, we got 2 people. Go. PD units. We got 2 in front of us now. We had a.
New Mexico.
I wonder if this guy's a rookie. Or if this is just like a really adamant like senior officer.
I mean, it looks like it's an unmarked, so it's probably like a 2-man unit.
Yeah.
Like a small unit.
We got plenty of units here. There's at least 7 units here. Block his ass in.
7 units.
Block his ass in.
Okay.
360 body cams is my vote. Why?
We're driving circles now.
Yeah, dude. See everything. And they're extra stable because you got the full.
I bet you this guy's probably a supervisor. The guy right in the passenger seat. That's why he's like trying to control the scene, at least verbally.
Yeah, we're all. Yeah. Okay, so you guys.
Good Durango.
Westbound still.
Let's look at the side mirror.
Oh, he's getting a call.
After multiple Las Cruces officers joined in on the pursuit, the primary officer conducted a successful pit maneuver near the intersection of Holman Road and Arroyo Road. As both vehicles came to a stop, the suspect produced a firearm and fired multiple rounds at officers, resulting in 3 Las Cruces officers firing back.
Damn.
Right there. Do your seat. I remember when I shoot that man. These officers are actually getting cut up. They're going through.
Oof.
Who's winning here? He knew it was up. Oh, Insta jam. Shout out to Sig P320s. Now he doesn't trust it. He's like, screw that magazine. I wouldn't either. He's like, screw that one too.
His mag wouldn't even load. Thank God we carried Glocks.
I talk shit about Glock a lot.
Have we seen this?
Oh, you know what? We did. We have. Yeah,
We've seen this part.
Posted this again.
We've seen this part. I remember the purple mag. I don't remember I don't remember the other two body cam views though.
Yeah. I wonder if this is just like a full long thing instead of like the short shooting portion.
I have never seen this many jump magazines in my life.
What is this body camera?
I think it's just like private help. Shout out to the Smith & Wesson.
Alrighty. He shot at you. Alrighty. Shield.
Alrighty.
It's like a multi-agency thing, probably. It's just like another agency camera.
New Mexico State Police! Driver, exit the vehicle right now!
Right now!
Police! Exit the vehicle right now!
Exit the vehicle right now.
We have enough units. Stage fire 55.
You think you have enough units?
You have a TNT unit?
That's what it says. I wonder what that stands for.
Something tactical. Maybe it is.
And canine for fun, I guess.
It's dynamite for the
Dika.
I would guess the N stands for narcotics. But I don't know.
Nobody else come off the Holman. We have enough units.
He literally just said, shout out to K9 unit for not bringing up the dog. A little too soon.
Now bring the Bearcat up.
They have a Bearcat already there?
Hey, let's back up here.
A short time later, Las Cruces police deployed 2 drones in order to get a better view of the driver.
Hey, Brandon, you said Holman and Arroyo?
The best boys.
Affirmative. 860-792.
We got an
While
excuse
officers
to
were
use
trying
it.
to get the
What?
driver to surrender peacefully, a red Mustang drove up on the scene, which was driven by the suspect's wife.
TNT stands for Targeting Neighborhood Threats.
Wow.
Hey, go back!
Interesting.
Get back!
You're about to get ignorantly approached.
Get back!
Nope. Handcuffs now. Instant handcuffs.
He's not. He's dead.
Oh, yikes.
Oh, yeah. There we go.
Why did you kill him?
Good job.
Well, he shot
That's
at them.
called escalation.
I had to kill us first.
Let's get our handcuffs. That's that one cop.
Why would you do that? Why would he shoot at cops?
To be fair though, don't roll up on TNT. He did shoot.
Dude, she even drove over the curb and onto the desert to get up there.
She's lucky she didn't get.
She's not even in cuffs. What are you doing?
Oh, we got one cuff on.
She slipped him.
Get out, get out, get out, get out.
Yeah. Bro. I always carry flex guns for females.
You see those 4 stars?
You're short, okay?
I'm
Shut it
pushing
off.
out of it.
Alright, let's see.
It's been a while since you cuffed anybody.
Got a lot going on.
Those Chiefs like, how do these work again?
Let me just see him. No, you're not gonna want to see him.
I don't know yet.
He's like,
Well, then why'd you say he's dead?
One on, the other one goes on the bedpost.
Approximately
Jesus.
9 minutes later, Las Cruces Police's armored Bearcat arrived on scene.
You're gonna go in timeout, dog.
You want me to mute it?
How are you the worst? How are you the worst out of everyone here? Who was Chief last week?
Hands up!
Tried to get us in trouble.
No, and not me.
Not me.
Step out now!
They got some nice drones.
Dude,
Yeah.
step out meow.
Step out! Step outside
What a
the
cool
vehicle.
backdrop.
You will not be shot with your hands empty. Do it now!
Swear about OCing the car, maybe. Feel like a pepper ball gun.
Step outside the vehicle. You have nowhere to go. You are pending. Crawl out the vehicle now.
They still need backup.
Send more officers.
Chris said escalate to de-escalate. Not how that works. That is not at all what I mean here.
Medical attention. Crawl out the driver's side window now.
What if he can't?
Go for that gun on the side. You will be shot and killed.
What if he's paralyzed?
Step
He might
outside
be.
the
His wife already thinks he's dead.
You gotta go get him at that point.
When I walk from this, if he doesn't
Snack.
walk good, I want a tri-chamber or a 40.
All right, everybody get behind the one shield. We're gonna single file.
No kidding, dude.
22 officer line.
Is that a conga line? The tactical conga line.
Yep.
Taking the dirt now.
Tactical conga.
Tahoe, you have nowhere to go. Step outside the vehicle now.
Sure he does. Look at all that room to the left.
I know. He's got an
The
entire
driver was
neighborhood on that
identified as 47-year-old Bobby Crawford.
He looks like a very contributing member of society.
Where are the nearest trees? Probably Texas. Look at this place. That bush is as close to two trees they get.
Arizona has palm trees.
Oh, I guess you're right. You probably do.
After a nearly 25-minute standoff, officers
I don't
threw
know.
tear gas
They have a lot of them. Oh, there's his hands. He ain't dead.
He ain't dead. Bro, tear gas sucks. Post a SWAT call out, I had to sit on a crime scene.
Yeah.
We would get random just chunks of tear gas that would come out. Or CS gas.
CS, yeah.
It was awful. Every single time, it like burned. Not fun.
Remember the, oh, they missed.
See, if somebody was on the left side, they could see his hands.
Yeah. But there should be someone doing Overwatch from the Bearcat, you would think.
Or yeah, for the drone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got the drone. Can't zoom in.
This is a weak drone pilot right here.
Yeah, bro, you could get so close with that.
Bro, we flew drones inside pre-collision avoidance.
Yeah. Remember when we went into the locker room that one day? We were still in academy, SWAT school was going on.
Yeah.
And they had got CS'd, and they were taking their clothes off and put them in like garbage bags.
Yep.
You remember walking into the locker room and just getting blasted with that stuff?
Not fun.
3 minutes after the fact, a third tear gas canister was deployed, along with a flashbang.
Flashbang.
Why would you flashbang? As a distraction? He's having a bad day.
Ugh. Bro, imagine being paralyzed, bleeding out, and then having CS gas.
Oh, my dog hurting.
Bro, put the dog away.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no kidding.
I don't know
What do
why.
you think he's gonna do?
Bark.
Also, they're all wearing gas masks, but the dog just has to suffer.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Sweet.
Not to mention get flashbanged.
That too.
This is the dumbest ready or not map.
You're gonna send the dog?
Don't send the dog.
There's 30 officers there.
With shields and a Bearcat. And...
But you're gonna send the dog.
There we go.
There it is. You got it sorted out.
Good job there, Bobby.
You got it, Bobby. Bubbo.
Get out and bleed on
Bobby.
the street. Don't stay in the car.
Here you go. I don't know how much more compliant you want him. But come on, dog. He's right
on.
there.
Go hook him up.
Come on, drone
I'll
guy.
make the complaint here.
This is
Hey, the drone's gonna handcuff him.
Maybe he's
One
gonna
of
drop
those
an
fancy
acorn.
Amazon delivery drones.
this is insane.
It's actually the DoorDasher's drone.
I understand the want for safety. Like, I totally get that. Like, don't get me wrong. But, like, you get to a certain point where, like, he's completely given himself up here. Like, you're not rendering aid. You're not, and I get it. He
Yeah, I
shot
think you have a
himself.
discussion for rendering aid at this point.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
He's, like, barely conscious. You got lethal.
You got a lot of lethal.
You
That's
have
what I'm saying.
all the lethal in the world.
And maybe he's been, like, maybe he's not actually that injured and he's totally acting, but, like, you got enough dudes here. Like, you totally do this.
It looks like he's bleeding pretty good.
I've been watching too much of that, like, spicy footage from across the pond of drone footage. I'm just like expecting a little mortar round to fall. It's a little CS canister, you know.
Honestly, CS in the drone wouldn't be a bad idea. You get a lot closer.
Crawl to them. Officer Garza was directing traffic when a Dodge Challenger drove up wanting to get through. Officer Garza repeatedly told the driver he can't go through as it's an active scene, but the driver still wanted to go through.
This is the
don't block
himself in front of the vehicle, instructing the driver to leave before ultimately informing the driver that if he continued, there would be consequences.
I'm warning you right now. If you go any further than this, I'm arresting you right now, man. I ain't gonna put up with this shit. We just had a shooting.
I'm not gonna put up with this shit.
Have anybody here, man.
Yeah, Motors. Tell him.
Tell him.
That's on you, man.
My dog is struggling.
How far are they going to make him crawl across the ground on broken glass?
If this is summer too, like it's pavement.
He's cooking.
Yeah, that sand's hot.
There's broken glass there.
Yeah, broken glass.
What are we doing? They could easily work up to that patrol car, work around the driver's side, and go
get him.
Arrest him.
You're doing good, dog.
To get him first.
Yeah.
I get a bad feeling that's what's gonna happen.
Daniel sitting next. Bro, he's right there. And like a wife beater too. Like, what are we doing? I'd be pissed if I was shield guy. He's having to hold this thing this whole time.
Dude, I kind of want to be this guy's lawyer.
I tell you what, it's gonna be the Bill and Josh law firm, dude. They're gonna be rich.
Like, look at all these cops, and they're making him crawl across the ground after being shot.
Well, what also, so think about it this way too, like, they have other officers that are having to block traffic, right? They're potentially getting into altercations. Like, the longer this takes.
Not to mention having like 20 officers just standing off to the side doing nothing.
Yeah.
That being said, there's probably a scene commander making this happen this way. I don't want to blame all the cops that are here, because I'm sure some other cops probably feel the exact same way. However,
I'm sure, but
like, Doc, it's Chris.
They're still back there showing the chief how to use the handcuffs.
Kidding. There's no bedpost here, Chief.
Yeah.
Both wrists.
Keep coming.
The
BJ law firm.
All the way.
Thank you, sir.
Yes.
I appreciate that. Thank you. Keep coming.
Yeah, manifolds. That's why I'm saying it's like you have a certain.
Crawford finally surrendered peacefully.
Bro, 30 of that 40 minutes was y'all standing there trying to get him to crawl.
What do you mean what do you mean he finally surrendered peacefully? He was peaceful as soon as he got shot.
I get them wanting him to get out of the car. Maybe I buy the second he gets like on the ground. Like, I don't know how much more you want. Like, what happens if he's got a broken leg or some shit?
What happens if he's in this condition?
Oh, man.
Jeez.
Remember when they said he was dead? I'd use that against him too.
Oh yeah. Bro, the wife can sue for emotional distress, intentional.
Dude, the civil lawsuit that I would try and take on with this.
The reason we're being hard about this is because, like, this solution. He survived.
Well, they must have been close to Texas if they went to El Paso.
Yeah, he was treated and released into police custody.
I don't know where Las Cruces is, but
booked on charges of
Be
attempted
in prison
murder.
forever. Yeah. Hey man, but that's your job. Just take him to prison.
Yeah.
He was bleeding out violently.
Yeah. Take him, not make him crawl to prison. You take him.
Exactly. You take him to prison.
I can't believe he survived. Honestly.
That's wild.
Dude, no kidding.
Oh, he's got that 50 Cent street cred now.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Shot 14 times and made to crawl.
It was definitely wishful thinking.
Garrett, the officer giving direction would have been an awesome gym shirt.
Like, you still got a little more in you. Come on.
One more rep or we're sending the dog.
That's a skill.
You better push.
Dig deeper.
Wow, I'm opening a gym tomorrow.
You got another rep in you, dog.
I'm going to take retired canines Make them my trainers.
Could you imagine? You just like you get them like on the end of like a treadmill.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
yeah.
like you have to keep running, or like on a stair,
You're
on a
running
stair
away
climber.
from the dog.
Yeah, you just got like a big old piece of ham on your belt or something.
Call it the Academy.
That'd be awesome.
Dude. That's kind of cool. If you're on duty, you get to work out for free. That'd be cool. Call it the Academy. Dude, my dude's driving like... This guy doesn't have lights and sirens on yet, probably. That's sussy. That's a write-up.
He's in stealth mode.
Yo, dog, you're in a pursuit of me. Look.
Red light. It's up to you. We're on.
Yeah, turn up the light.
Just catch up.
He's like, is this
I love it.
I'm just trying to catch up.
Recklessly, however, we're trying to catch up to it just to verify.
You're in pursuit, dog. Just call it. It's
It's a little
fine.
too far right now.
Is someone driving recklessly? Show me overtaking at least. Lights and signs.
red light.
Overtaking.
Red light.
Yeah.
We're gonna catch up now to verify and run it.
If you have your siren on, you don't have to worry about that. There we go.
I bet his lights are on, but his sirens weren't.
Come on.
Gonna do a traffic stop. What is it?
Was this the vehicle?
Audi?
Yeah.
Well,
Oh, yeah.
vehicle.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there's a bullet hole in it now.
Are we in pursuit? Bro,
I hope this is a rookie.
Oh, he almost got T-boned by a
Damn.
van, dude.
are we in a pursuit, man?
Well, you're not driving like you're in a pursuit, so.
Yeah. Get on it.
Southbound.
Siren. 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 For safety's sake. There we go.
Yeah, look at all the pedestrians.
That's what I'm saying, dog.
Because guess what? The Audi doesn't have sirens, so at least you can warn people.
Daniel, leave it on. He gets it. He gets it.
Also, like, are you driving with one hand and you're just clicking it, clicking it,
That's
clicking
what I'm
it?
getting at, yeah.
Approaching 11th Street.
This is good driving, though. He is doing a good job of driving.
Southbound 11th Street from Hope.
Oh, that Mercedes was like, hell no!
I ain't paying my deductible on this.
Going down a one-way.
Central Division. Continuing eastbound.
Dude, this is something I'm glad we didn't have to deal with much.
No kidding.
Downtown like this?
Yeah.
We
You guys
barely
like
had...
Dallas or Fort Worth, like, this would be a nightmare.
We barely had an area like this. It was very small. And we also avoided it like the plague.
Possible shooting suspect?
Well, they said there's a bullet hole in the back.
We're gonna be southbound. Correction. Eastbound.
Ooh.
South Street.
Oh, bad
Oh,
day.
God.
Damn.
Got Shrek.
South Street. Broadway. Suspect. Last going eastbound. South Street.
That rookie knows his job.
Cancel the
Gone.
pursuit.
Oh, you were doing so well.
Don't give him too much credit here. Damn, imagine being that close.
I know. Oh, they're getting after it. Somebody picked it up.
Unknown Rampart unit.
2 MP51. We're gonna be in pursuit of that vehicle.
Oh shit, this is in LA.
Yeah.
Hooper.
God.
Go.
Get on it. Get on that thing.
Probably is, dude. It's probably foot to the floor.
Hey, you got two-man units, dude. Let him do the radio. You do the driving. Get after it.
Eastbound Olympic, probably Army.
MP51, did you repeat?
Southbound Hooper from Olympic.
Are we in pursuit? Are we chasing?
Verify SP41 or 51 is in pursuit.
God damn it, dude. 2 MP51.
2 MP51.
Oh, there's your chance.
That's Squad and Hooper.
Oh, he's so chill.
He walks away.
You gotta tell him he can't park there.
You can't park there.
He's right there.
I will say, LAPD does do that right.
Yeah. You put this back?
They get that helicopter in the air quick.
I put this back.
Yeah.
Oh, right in the leg.
Oh, we got John Nolan over here.
Is that with a pistol or a rifle?
Oh, no. If it was with a rifle, he's not John Nolan.
No.
He's just a regular cop.
I'm thinking it was with a pistol.
Hey!
My
I'm
dog.
impressed.
Oh, that's like a 35, 40-yard shot. Maybe.
I'm impressed.
With iron?
Drop the gun! Drop it!
That's a point. That was a point. That was
Damn!
That's what an animal. He threw it. He's like, all right, I'm good. I'm done. That shit hurts. Okay, now, who was it? Chris can go be like, a slight escalation of force is the best form of de-escalation. It was effective. Shout out this backup officer knowing that that's outside of his ability to shoot.
Yeah.
Like, that's out of his personal capability.
Yeah.
Because he could have. That's a hard. I have made.
Bro, I don't know if I would have made that shot.
The furthest shot I've consistently made with a handgun at a bench rest under no stress was at 75 yards, and even that was like 50% of the time.
Yeah.
I want to see this part again.
And that was a moving target.
That's what I was getting at. It's a moving target with irons, man.
I don't know how that happened. Unless he had a blowout.
I think he understeered it. I think it surprised him, and he understeered.
Yeah, I think he wasn't expecting him to turn. And so he tries to overcorrect and then hits the...
He was on the suspect was on their brakes, so he should have been braking.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know.
Wonder if he wanted to go for a pit.
I don't know. Poor guy.
I don't know if they'd pit
pokey
in that area.
Casually going for a stroke. I do believe it was iron.
That wasn't my favorite part. He just pops out.
For me on that shot, it was with a red dot. Yes. Shout out to the Taurus G4X Super Carrier, whatever it is, or their carry model. It's basically like a 365.
Dallas police responded to a robbery in progress at an
Shout out to
illegal
Dallas,
game room
baby.
early on
This was like
February
3 days
11th,
ago.
2024, leading to a high-stakes shootout with suspects. At approximately 12:37 a.m., officers arrived at the scene on 2984 W. Wheatland Road, where they encountered
No
a
idea where
man
that is.
exiting from the back door of the shopping center, claiming a robbery was taking
Probably
place.
means I don't commit crimes.
Upon entering the premises, officers found patrons inside the illegal business. The suspects fled from the front door, only to run into
No
other
idea what a
responding
Ram Park
officers.
there is.
One of the suspects, identified as 23-year-old
like the
Reginald
TNT
Curry,
unit.
allegedly fired a shot at the officers while attempting to escape. Despite being pursued, Curry continued to shoot at officers as he ran through the parking lot. Officers returned fire, hitting Curry in the leg and chest area.
It's like a gambling.
Yeah, it's like an illegal gambling, like an illegal casino. They could
We
have
got
just waited
somebody
a
coming
year.
out the back.
We're about to have them.
Hey, come here. Let me see your hands. Hey, are y'all being robbed? Are they inside? Yeah. Hey, stay back, stay back.
Is it just me? Does this not look like exactly the place that that other shooting happened
Yes.
at, where the two guys just like rolled up in an unmarked car and then
Mhm.
yeah, it looks like exactly
Yeah.
the same place. I wonder if they just know this is where that happens.
To the Aimpoint Acro, bougie.
Go out front, somebody come out front. They're being robbed. Charlie 723. Comp advice said they're being robbed. People are still inside.
Man, I love looking at his radio in his hand.
Hey, get out! Get out!
It's like my favorite thing ever.
That's him. What sucks about this is they don't know.
Charlie 723, shots fired,
necessarily
shots
the
fired. Charlie
suspect.
723, shots
They don't have
fired.
a
Yeah.
suspect description.
Yeah.
Charlie 723 is in the parking lot.
Was it this foggy on the 11th?
He's ducking down. Black male, heavy set.
I mean, I don't remember.
I don't remember it looking like
For a
that.
while.
Yeah, maybe it was after
To
the
be fair,
rain.
it's like 1 in the morning too.
I don't know what that looks like anymore.
He's behind that truck somewhere. There he goes. Charlie 723, he's running toward the Taco Bell. It's gonna be a heavy set.
Ah, Taco Bell.
Black male in a black
Good
hoodie. He
radio
is armed
traffic.
and he is shooting.
He's gonna get a Crunchwrap Supreme.
I'll tell you what, dude, Dallas is such a wild area. You go to their academy and they have a hall.
Charlie
with all of the
723,
fallen
get more
officers that have ever died in the line of duty. And
Yeah.
it is a long hallway. And the whole thing is filled. It is wild. Like hundreds of officers. Dallas is a wild place, man.
Coming out, he says the suspects are going to be outside right now. They're going to have to
That MDC gave me minor PTSD. I like reflexively pushed 97. You know what I mean? It's just
Yeah.
saying some shit.
Yeah.
Somebody said. Silent Hill.
Hey, 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 hey!
He saw a gun and was like, "Whoop."
Yep.
Shots fired! Shots fired!
I do partially agree with him just kind of staying behind cover and trying to see what he can see. The only downside is you're
He
behind
was-
a patrol car.
He was way out in the open.
Yeah. Ooh, you hear those whipping by him.
Yep.
He's getting shot at. I also am with him that he's hesitating a little bit to take a shot because it's a parking lot.
Yeah.
And there's probably streets on one side and like his backstop's garbage.
Another cop car straight ahead of him, so he.
That's a terrible backstop. Terrible. Yeah. That's, I get his apprehension of shooting back, actually. That's really, really good trigger discipline.
Show me your hands! Show me your
I
hands!
said Sergeant Dracula. I was gonna be real impressed.
Hit that guy.
Right?
Golly! There's no way. Go the marksmanship here. You guys are.
That was.
There's no way.
That hit the pole.
I just don't know that I'm.
Yeah.
That's such a far shot. Even with a red dot. I just don't know, dude. With a rifle, that's kind of a far shot. On a moving target?
Yeah.
Like, just because it's not like I miss and I get to take another shot at the deer, dude. Like, you miss and you're hitting Sally. I get using the force, but.
Show me your hands!
Tyler, it's good to see you, dog. I guess new Tyler.
New Tyler.
Tyler D.
We lost one Tyler, we gained one Tyler.
Damn.
That is. Golly, dude. He said Sarge ain't playing games. Yeah, Sarge out here got to put in work. God, that's
Sergeant Dracula.
Man, that is just far, dude.
Shots fired.
Shout out to him for being in it, though. He ain't passing the buck.
South Central. South Central. North Central. Dispatch.
Is he on the wrong channel?
Shots fired.
The channels they have.
That was the worst.
Yeah. Reload, Sarge.
Charlie,
Get in an old timer.
Alpha
Hey,
720.
a handpiece would help.
Shots fired.
There's Chris, no vest, holding his camera and his radio in his hand. Fucking. Hey Sarge, we got like a direction of travel. Something. Update people. Oh, they're already on it. They got other cops that are there.
Yeah.
Fuck.
You fuck is right, dog.
Hit him with the car door.
How Okay, let's not hold your door.
Yeah, just close
Put
it.
the gun in your hand.
Just close it, dude.
He's like
What are we doing?
left-handed.
He's old school.
I love this guy. He's on some shit.
Hold it.
What? For what, dog? You cracking shots out? Oh, they got him.
Can you see his hands?
You think they got him or did he get him?
I think they got him. Based on where he decided to do. No, maybe he got him. I don't know.
Might have gotten him.
He looked like he was already limping.
Yeah. Oh no, he dropped his
Be honest.
bell.
Look, somebody's Taco Bell was at the window, bro.
I think I hit him.
I think I hit him. Good job, Sarge. Hey, Sarge was the one that hit him. Shout out to him.
I tell you what, if Sarge didn't hit him, there better be some questions about why he took that shot from so far.
Dude, no kidding.
Not knowing what was on the other side of those dumpsters.
Yeah. Okay, they need to kill the air. They need to
Did
be
he
like,
say
all right,
he was shot in his leg and his cock?
okay. Give us a repeat.
That'd be a bad
It's
night.
supposed to be chest.
Go further back.
Son of a.
Sit up. Sit up. Sit up.
Get the gun, man. Before we start any kind of medical attention. Yeah. Everybody's good to slow down. Alpha 720.
Thank you for slowing everyone down. We don't need everyone and their mother driving to you like that.
Drop the gun now! Drop the gun!
Charlie 723 is walking behind the building.
Your piece. That dog's in it. For that elevated heart rate. Also, this like tore up charger, dude.
Yeah, I was looking at the steering wheel controls.
I can't even do this shit. What? Oh, he figured it out. He's like, I don't know that I'm hitting this.
There was old Sarge's round. Tink.
Dude, no kidding.
Come on, move closer.
Daniel said breathe.
All you can do. Some poor late night steward took off before he could grab.
Get on the ground! Now! Get on the ground!
Probably a DoorDasher.
Don't you fucking move!
Charlie 723. Here, let's scoot up.
Way up there.
Yeah. Why are we taking 100-yard shots?
Yeah. Hey, what? Sarge might have clipped him.
He was definitely limping when he walked in front of him, though.
Stay on the ground! Now! Stay on the ground! Put your hands where we can see them now!
I haven't seen anybody else do it.
Shot.
No, I got
Maybe this
guy hit him.
I doubt this guy hit him, dude.
Yeah, come on,
I
let's move
didn't
up.
see where he was at.
He was so far away.
Dude.
Put your hands behind your back now!
Hey,
Both hands!
I mean,
Red
the
dots will
acros,
make it easier.
hey, the acros are nice, but I don't know if they're that nice.
Shit, well, you still gotta be.
Hey, put your
You
hands
still gotta be
behind
behind
your
it,
back
you
now.
know.
Don't you fucking move, man! Don't move them! Both hands, keep them where we can see them. We will shoot again.
Good direction.
Man.
Hold the radio. We got them proned out.
Yeah, get the fuck out the road. Who's getting on the radio right now?
Dispatch.
Do not
No.
move. Back on him. Watch your fire. Do not move.
That would be problematic. Someone took hands. My dude.
Oh, this dude, yeah.
Don't you fucking move. I got bullets. Got shot. Put him in there, bro.
Well, you did just try to rob people.
I got you, bro.
Oh, now?
We all
Oh,
shot.
now?
Charlie 723, show 1 to 10. Go ahead and start on DFR. Where are you hit, man? Come on. Where'd you get shot at? In my leg and in my side. Hey, pat him down real quick, man. Make sure you know the weapon.
I was ready for the. Oh, dick. I hope this guy make it.
Here, sit up.
Here,
Yeah,
bro.
I got the gun right here.
Get the gun, bro. Before we start any kind of medical attention. Yeah.
Gloves,
Hey,
maybe?
when DFR get here, can one of y'all got him, man? I got you. All right, appreciate it. Hey, yo, get the gun clear. Get a gun to one of them, bro. We gonna stand them up. Can one of y'all clear the gun and make it safe and running for me? Where you hit, man?
They got shot at with like an
Which one? This one right
LCP
here?
now.
All right. This one? Is it this one right here?
We got you, bro. We got you. Come on.
Show me where it's at. I got it.
Bro, that was PD. This is professional policing right here.
You got him? Here. It's not.
Were you playing a tourniquet? My dog. High and tight.
Yeah.
Careful with the Johnson, dude.
You gotta be good when you're underpaid and understaffed.
You ain't kidding. I don't envy that department at all.
I think I was reading they're like 3,000 officers understaffed for the size of the city.
Well, you reap what you sow. Horrible cup. Well, it did get shot at. I'll give him a bit of a pass.
No. His hands were together like this behind his back. That should have been in.
For having just gotten shot?
Yeah. I rated it an F.
Oh, maybe it was Officer Anderson.
They're so far away.
There's no way at that distance, dude.
How do you know where those bullets are going?
Law of large numbers. Something's gonna hit.
They're Sarge's.
Don't just...
Yeah, but what about the ones that don't hit the suspect?
Oh yeah, no, those are going in bad places.
For someone that shoots guns for a living now,
Here, stay on line with them, bro.
like legit, like probably 45 yards is the most I would feel comfortable cracking one off. Feeling that I could reasonably actually accomplish a hit.
Yeah.
Like, and accept that, like, you get to 50, 60 yards,
like look how far away they still are.
That's insane.
Yeah.
They were shooting
easily 75 plus, 80 yards, 100 yards. Like,
I was gonna say over 100.
So you gotta think most red dots too. They're 3 MOA dots.
Yeah.
So like you're taking up your red dots already taking up most of your sight picture on that person.
Like they're not even up to those other cops yet.
Yeah.
So far away.
These are all ex-Navy SEAL. Navy SEALs be taking shots 100 yards with the handgun. I'm not saying it can't be done. It's just like it has to be ideal conditions. Right?
Those dudes aren't like as proficient with handguns. I don't think.
No, they're
like
good
rifle-
enough. I mean, no, yeah, and
Yeah.
even then, they shoot at a much higher proficiency than the regular person.
Oh, 100%. They're like rifle.
They're gonna take the shot with a rifle.
100%.
Like, you know what I mean? They're gonna be like,
Yeah.
I have this or I have this.
Yeah. Yeah.
A second suspect managed to escape from the scene.
You don't
3
say.
weapons were recovered. One from the path Curry took while shooting at officers, another from the original robbery scene, and a third from Curry when he was taken into custody.
So the other guy
faces
threw his
charges
gun.
of 3 counts of aggravated assault on a public servant. The investigation, led by the Dallas Police Special Investigations Unit, is ongoing, with additional charges and arrests possible.
I want to see if we know who actually made the shot.
They take account for the curvature of the earth when
They probably don't even know yet.
Yeah, let's see.
Dude.
Officer return fire. Yeah, it just says officers. Okay. Let's see. This one is off to. Ooh, it's a nice short one.
Yeah. We'll do this one and then we'll get ready for the after party.
This is Harris County.
Here we go.
Oh, this is the off-duty one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit. Bro, put your Zen down, dog. There you go.
Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Get on the ground!
How many times you got there, dog?
Did they hit him? Oh yeah. He's yelling. He's hit.
Oh, he is?
I think that's what he's yelling.
Bro, this guy's rocking an E-flag.
I got you. Just relax.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Look at his stomach.
Just relax. You're still getting handcuffed. Dude.
It's a trooper. It's the sheriff.
Sheriff.
They were probably working a part-time.
Yeah.
Juan, is there?
Go back. What caused that?
Is there captioning or
Yeah,
not
so I'm gonna
caption?
read
Is there?
the thing here. Let's see. Approximately 12:50, deputies were notified of a disturbance in the parking lot involving several men. Security personnel informed the deputies that one of the men displayed a handgun and was threatening others with a weapon. Deputies were given a description of the man with the firearm. The deputies then walked outside and located a man matching the suspect's description. The deputies verbally commanded Root to drop his weapon and show his hands. He did not comply with the verbal commands. One deputy fired his duty weapon several times, striking Root. The deputies requested EMS and rendered aid until paramedics arrived and took him to the hospital. He was later released and booked into the Harris County Jail. So I guess they were...
Juan, scroll back down.
Oh, yeah.
I found next week's thumbnail to the right there.
Stop. You said woman escapes police by jumping into water?
Hell yes.
Oh my God.
You should just save that one right
I'm going to save that right now. We're going to leave that in a separate tab. Hopefully it's better than the last boat one that I did, because that one was boring as hell.
That last boat one was...
Well,
that one
I was really hoping
she
they
was
had, like water SFSTs that were cool.
She was naked and she's going to jump into the water. So
That'll be better for sure.
It's at least a good thumbnail.
Yeah, okay, so I want to see... the problem is that everything's blurred out here, so... Okay, so he...
Hey, get down on the ground! Get down on the ground!
Oh, so they're still fighting.
Yeah, it looks like he went to his car to get a gun and then
okay, and that's why.
was not expecting police officers to
I'll tell you what.
come out.
Good sheriff that put in the work here.
Yeah.
Bro, sheriff got after it there, man.
Yeah, he was not playing. He almost pulled a Josh and walked right in front of that gun.
He did. The tactical water bottle's crazy.
Oh man,
that's funny. Oh, we'll watch that next week.
Yeah, next week.
A child finds drugs at...
For the rest of y'all, we will be doing a after party. If you'd like to join us in the after party, you can join our Patreon group. It is as little as $1 a month, and that gives you direct access to our Discord server where all of the shenanigans happen. We do have watch parties now that they're doing those pretty consistently. I've been trying to make one. I've only made like 1 or 2 of them. Then in the after party, we do fun games and stuff like that, or just hang out and bullshit. For everybody else, I want to thank everybody else that has contributed to our 8,300 plus subscribers now. We are on our way to 10,000, and we have some new cool collabs that we're working on currently. And then hopefully getting some filming done if Bill, Juan, and myself can all coalesce into one place for a little bit of time. We can get some of the... I've been getting harassed about the rookie.
It'll happen.
So, but for everybody else, thank you guys for hanging out with us. We had a bunch of new people here today. Thank you to everyone that licked the stram. And then hopefully we can see everybody else either to... He said write that handcuff. Everybody put a B.
I put F.
Yeah, B1.
Daniel told me that my mic is still clipping.
It is a little
excited. It does clip.
That's when I get excited.
And then Discord cuts you off.
That's fair. But anyways, for everybody else, I love you guys. I will see most of you guys on Tuesday. For everybody else that's already part of the group, I will see y'all in the Bonsai after party. I will start the countdown here shortly. Like I said, it's getting better for me. I promise to sub to Patreon. You don't have to do it. I'm happy to see everybody. We have plenty of people for the lives, but if you'd like to, it is $1 a month. For the entry fee, you have some people that are stud muffins, like Keith here, who's been quiet today. But yeah, he's literally chief tier. So
he's a chief.
He's a chief. But anyways, I will see the rest of you guys next week, and then we'll hopefully be getting some filming done then.
What is driver defense team? And tell them to collab with us.
Yeah. Tell them to collab with us. Here, tell them to message us on Instagram.
Yeah. Got a YouTube?
Miss Puddle Dancer.
Good job. I'm so proud of you.
Bro, give me a biscuit, dog.
Oh, it's some defense lawyers.
Great name hook. Good job, guys. Oh, that would be fascinating.
You like how I have a little graphic now?
I do.
Took me a minute to find
it. Anyways, I love you guys. I will see the rest of you guys here soon. Go check out the rest of the content. We have an entire library of stuff that we've done. If you have not educated yourself on what your rights are or what some good, helpful principles and tips are when involved in law enforcement encounters, keep watching. You will learn something eventually. It's so much fun, especially dude, the rookie episodes are kind of wild. I have like apparently 50 episodes of the rookie that Bill and I are going to be subjected to.
Bro,
we're gonna have to hate watch it by the end of it.
It's gonna be a lot.
But it is what people want.
Yes, we probably won't
So-
do every single episode, but I'll try to pick out some of the more interesting ones.
Yeah. Shirt? What about shirts?
I got cut off on the camera.
You got cut off?
Yeah.
What?
Oh, you did get cut off.
How? Oh, it's because I ended the sharing of the
Stream,
thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Headless
okay.
Bill. Ooh.
That's okay.
There we go. It's because you just got
Last
back from
word.
Sleepy Hollow.
That's right.
Okay. Rest of you guys, I will see you guys in the in the after party. I love you guys. I'm gonna go take a
Good
quick
night,
snack
everybody.
Bye.
Good night, everybody.
break. I'll keep that too.
Ending stream.
In the stram.
Ending stram.
Oh, weirdly hungry.